Here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's so I have to kind of turn a little sideways. It's not.
Okay. Well, here,
not
I'll just do it
ideal.
like that.
It's fine. Nobody
way.
cares. Nobody can see that part.
Okay.
Yeah, you look really cute in that headband, Mom.
I know. I feel like a hopping bunny rabbit.
Oh, it's very cute. Okay, so what were we just talking about?
George is saying, no, don't put your bangs back.
Yes. My mom has a widow's peak. I did not get the widow's peak, thank goodness, but she has a widow's peak that we had to get very creative with this headband to cover because she had a little sprout of hair that just wanted to stick right out. You look like an anglerfish with the little thing that
It's
hangs
like
off
Squiggy.
Yes, like Squiggy. Does anybody remember Laverne and Shirley? Like,
Oh, probably not.
my gosh.
People my age do.
People my age. I watched it religiously. Like,
did?
That was, yes, I loved that show.
Did not know that.
Yes. Yeah, and Jim actually used to, every time he would come home, he would go, hello, and do that. It was either Lenny or Squiggy. I can't remember which one. But when he used to walk in, he used to say that hello kind of weird. And Jim used to do that and it drove me crazy. I was like, that's so like antiquated. Like, can you come up with a different? But he had it down. Like his impression of
Was very
Lenny or
good.
Squiggy was really good. Do we need to plug in the GoPro, Tabitha?
It should be plugged.
I can do. He did it much better. Can y'all tell me this little block, is it showing up in front of my face? Like, can you see my whole face?
It shouldn't be.
I don't trust you. I'm asking our audience because I think you are seeing something different. You're the moderator. So if somebody could just
Well, tell us.
yes, I do trust you. I
Liar.
just would like.
You just said you did it. Oh yes, I can see.
Okay, good. So, because when I'm looking at myself, I have a box in front of my face, and I can't see my face. So I just want to make sure y'all can see me. Okay. Very good. So this is my mom. You guys might remember her from her viral video that has over 250,000 views. Did you know that, Mom?
No, I did not know
and,
that.
And so many people said how helpful it was to see our makeup on more aged skin than mine.
Yeah.
So tell everybody how old you are.
I am 71.
71. Oh, I gave you a few years the other day when I said you were 72 or 73.
Oh, well, that's all right.
71.
I look great for that age.
Yeah, and I should know this because you had me when you were like, what, 18. So yeah, we're only 18 years apart, but I am 52. And it is very helpful to see a different skin type. Obviously, we have similar coloring and similar features, but we definitely have
Not similar wrinkles.
Not similar wrinkles. And you were a smoker for many years,
Yes.
and that really meant. So I feel like you looked. Everybody, our whole lives, has always said that they thought we were sisters and not mother-daughter, and then like,
all of a sudden.
it was when you picked back up smoke. So you quit smoking for a long time, and then you picked back up after Grandma died.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And then that is when I felt like the damage to the smoking causes to faces like really set in for you, and that was the first time in my life that you've ever aged to me. Like, you've looked so young your entire life, and then that second time that you picked back up smoking, it was just like it kind of just took over. And now you have been not smoking for how long?
It'll be a year in August.
A year in August.
Next
That
month.
is amazing. And she quit all by herself, just like no devices, no patches, no
nothing.
Doctor visits, no nothing, no hypnosis, no
Just-
all the things that
just
people
food.
do. Yeah, just food. So, how much weight have you gained since you quit smoking?
25 pounds.
Okay, so yeah, and you told me, you were like, if I get to this number, I'm gonna go back to smoking.
Yeah.
Do you still feel like you would do that?
No, because I've already passed that weight.
Okay. And you're not willing to go back?
No.
How much
Not
better do you feel now that you've quit smoking? Like,
I'm not sure I feel
any better?
any different.
Yeah.
You know, but I can breathe now, because when I actually first quit, I was having trouble breathing.
Yeah.
I had some kind of bronchitis or something.
Yeah, I remember you got sick and it kind of scared you.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't go away, and you were like,
Like
okay,
for a whole
but-
month.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it takes me months to heal from anything now. Like if I get a cold or like it's a cough, it takes months before I feel like I'm healing. So I think just age also slows down that healing process. But
Yep, it does.
For sure. I mean, I know. Like I think that's pretty obvious. So. All right, well, we are going to do a full skincare. That's why she's wearing this headband. This is not her normal look.
Thank God.
This isn't how she showed up today, but we are going to do skincare first. And she's going to go.
It'll go away eventually.
And we'll bring her beautiful hair back when we get done with the skincare portion. But she's going to use our full 8 steps and then tell you how she feels about it and what difference she might feel before we do a makeup demonstration on her. A lot of people have asked for us to show how the makeup looks on you at the end of the day. So if you can, do you think you can take a picture? Do you still have your lighted mirror? You don't have a lighted mirror?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
I mean, I have a Clairol mirror, but it's not very lighted.
So yeah.
You could send me home with one of yours.
Oh, okay. I mean, we could do that. Yeah, I can send you home with one of mine. I don't have any trips coming up, so I'm sure I'll see you before. So we'll send you home.
Yeah, I'll see you Saturday.
Oh, yeah. That's right. So we will send you home with a Ricky mirror and ask you to take some pictures.
You sound like Oprah.
I do?
A mirror for you.
A mirror
for you.
We're going to send you home today with a mirror that you have to bring back to me. So it is not yours. So we will get an after picture, and then Tabitha, if you can help me remember that we'll want to just show, like, do a screenshot of the video and do a before and after. But the reason that I don't push the after pictures, y'all, is because our makeup is extremely durable. And I know that's hard to believe because you've been using silicone makeup, and it isn't the same. This is... Professional makeup artists have used cream and wax set with powder for ages, centuries, because of the durability. Like it's just unmatched to what you're normally used to using. So it doesn't matter how deeply wrinkled the skin is, or how smooth the face is, or the type of skin that you have, oily, acneic, dry, mature. It's always going to hold much better. And it varies a little bit from person to person. In my career, in my 25 years, I would typically do a trial run, and I would ask the bride, pay attention to your makeup, wear it as long as you can. Let me know if you have any areas where it tends to wear or it tends to break down, because there are some faces that tend to just eat makeup. We learned that from Crystal, who was here with us on Monday. And Crystal, hi! She has one of those faces that indeed just eats makeup. Like it just kind of starts to disappear. And the way around that is to just go back in at the end of your makeup routine and just touch up the areas that have dissipated and gotten sheer or lack of coverage. And then you know that you need a little extra powder in those areas or a little extra setting spray, which we have a setting spray coming out on Friday. We are going to launch it, and I'm so excited for you guys to have it in your hands because you've all been asking for it, and we're really satisfied with the formula. It's fantastic. So that is coming. And that's going to make a big difference. So durability is not generally an issue with Science of Pretty makeup. It is going to be way more durable than anything that you've ever used. And it varies a little bit from person to person, but overall so much more long-lasting than silicone makeup. So let's get started with our skincare.
Is that your beautiful mother?
Yes, this is my beautiful mother. You guys loved her. She went viral last time. I mean, I don't know if you can call 250,000 views viral, but we think that's pretty darn good.
I think it's viral.
Yeah, that's 250,000. Remember, Dad actually went viral before I ever did,
yes.
telling his joke. He got 250,000 views, and then my friend reposted it, and she got over 1 million.
Wow.
On his joke that he told. So yeah, my parents are doing pretty well on social media for not
doing social media.
on social media. So yeah, I guess it runs in the family. Okay, so Mom, this is our oil cleanser part 1. I'm gonna have you do it yourself because you don't use our skincare, right?
No.
All right, so you're gonna put 3 pumps of this.
Makeup usually.
Right, because you very rarely wear makeup. So you're gonna do 3 pumps of that onto your hands and then just rub it onto your face. Yep. 1, 2, 3. And just
Do
kind
it.
of put it in,
Oh, okay.
put it into your hands and then get that kind of all onto your face. It should feel pretty good.
Oh, it does feel real good.
It has jojoba oil. It has, what else does it have? Jojoba oil. What is the bee product? Oh my gosh. I've just completely forgotten. I can't read that without my glasses.
Now I lost it.
Royal jelly. Royal jelly. I have not had
Like royal
Tiger's
icing.
grass.
yes, like royal icing and tiger's grass. Those
Thanks,
are
Crystal.
thank you, Crystal. It also has cannabis sativa extract and a bunch of other
Oh,
really
no wonder it feels good.
Yeah, a bunch of other really great ingredients. It is really good for your skin. If you don't wear makeup, you probably only need 3 pumps. I use 5 or 6 to break down all of my makeup. But whether you wear makeup or not, an oil cleanser is really beneficial for a lot of reasons. There is oil in the pollution that's in the air. There's oil in your kitchen that flies through the air the same way that it attaches to the hood above your range. It attaches to your face. And then the oil that your skin produces can be problematic for some of you. So good oils break down bad oils. And oils are what we used to cleanse ourselves before we had saponification. So before there was soapy elements, there was yucca root. And Grandpa taught me that. Did you know that? He taught me that the roots of the yucca plant were soapy and that Indians would dig them up and use them to clean themselves. Yes. I like remember him telling me that. But anyway, the deal is oils are very cleansing and very useful.
And they feel good.
So
Not so much on my hands.
well, you're gonna go in with the second cleanser. So the way that our double cleansing works is you put an oil cleanser on first and you don't wipe it off or wash it off. You just leave it on there. Then you put this right on top of that. So put this in your fingers instead of in the palm of your hand. Then it won't be all over your hand. It'll just be on your, 1, 2, 3 pumps. There you go. And you don't need to wet this. It's not going to foam up a lot. It would foam up a little bit if you added some water to it. No, it's not the makeup that makes it foam. It's just that it does not have a lot of soapiness to it. Not a lot of surfactant. So
Which I think it's good.
yeah, so this is the way that you double cleanse. And this is very unique from other double cleansers that are on the market. Most other double cleansers have some soapy element in the oil-based cleanser. So while it is oil-based, it isn't really completely oil. Ours is completely oil. There is no soapiness in the step 1 at all. So you add step 2 on top of it to kind of eat through a little bit of the oil, and then you're going to go and rinse in the hall bath. And there should be a towel.
Okay, like right now?
Yes, right now. So extract yourself from this seat that I've shoved you into. But that is how we recommended that you do ours. It's going the water-based cleanser is going to eat into a little bit of the oil-based cleanser, still leaving a little bit of the oil-based cleanser behind, and it's going to give you a different kind of clean than what you're used to. So your skin is going to feel still very supple. It's not going to feel dry and tight. We've kind of been, she's going to want to drink it out of the bottle. I forgot.
I know, but the camera.
She can go off camera. She's not going to drink it like that. Like she's very.
That's the only reason I put it
That
in
is
here.
very thoughtful of you. I'm so sorry. I should have told you. She's very high maintenance in a very, very few areas of her life. But that's one of them. I watched her go send a date one time back to the bar 3 times to get it right. So double cleansing. Most double cleansers out there are very different from ours. They're also very expensive. Ours is not cheap, but it is not that expensive. And I will tell you how to do double cleansing at home if you don't want to buy our double cleanser. Try it at home. If you need to build trust with us and see like, this doesn't sound right, let me try it out. I will tell you how to, it's not bottles?
No.
It's supposed to be bottles.
No, it was cans.
Oh, she's not going to drink it.
Oh, well.
Now that's 2 that we've just totally wasted. They brought us cans. I know. I told you. Like it's like you might as well give her a glass of milk.
Yeah.
She's not going to drink it.
I can get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
We just paid yeah, that's
small
okay.
fortune.
That's okay. The kids will drink it.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
So we've been kind of brainwashed into believing that, we might need to make this a little bit easier for you. I'm just going to tilt it a little bit that way.
Okay.
Because you're going to have to do it a few
4 more times.
Yeah. So anyway, now I've lost my train of thought.
Crystal said the cleanser is better than the Korean double cleanser my mom brought me from Korea.
Yes. There are a lot of other options out there. Ours is very unique. It's very different, and you can actually use that step 1 cleanser in your later parts of your skincare if you need the ingredients. Crystal actually. We did this the other day. If you were watching us on Monday, I remembered that she was still having some acne and quite a few breakouts, which the sebum should be significantly reduced because of the jojoba oil. Jojoba oil has molecular similarity to sebum, so when your face detects jojoba oil, it does not produce sebum, but clearly her face still is, which means 2 things. She needs to cut back on step 2 and use a little bit less of step 2, or she needs to add a drop of step 1 to the end of her routine. And so she started doing that. She did it the night that she went home, and she reported back to me the next day that she was blown away at the lack of inflammation that she had, and that her skin felt smoother already just the next day. So it does work really well. So you don't want all of that step 1 completely removed. You need you want as much of that on your skin as your skin can handle. So the next thing we're going to do is move into our exfoliation trio. So this is not something you would do every single day, but it is something that you do once or twice a week. When you first get the exfoliation trio or the 8-step skincare system, which we are flash sailing all of the different, I was going to tell y'all how to do the oil cleansing at home, or double cleansing at home, and I will. So let me get her started on step 1, and then we will, I need a little cup of water.
Okay.
Tap them, sorry to
Okay.
throw that at you after you've been playing bartender. Oh, perfect. Okay.
To no avail.
So yes. So step 1, I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna resist the urge to take control there. Put about a nickel size amount of that into the palm of your hand.
Crystal said you were gonna share how to double cleanse it.
Yes, I am, and I'm gonna share that as soon as she goes to rinse off. I will tell y'all how to double cleanse at home.
Is that a nickel?
Yes, that's a nickel size amount. And then you're just going to pick up a little bit of water. Here, I'll do it for you. We're just going to pick up a little bit of water and dump that into your hand. And then kind of take your other hand and kind of make a paste, and then get that onto your face.
Trout lover said I worked the exfoliation up to twice a week and I had a horrible rosacea breakout.
You did, okay, so maybe it was a little too much. Is that what you're saying? So maybe once a week is better for you. If now people with rosacea often are confused about whether or not they should exfoliate, and there is a need to exfoliate when you have rosacea. You have to get kind of the
that's what I was thinking.
Yes, the extra skin cells off in order for the others to penetrate. But if you go too much, then you can too much is too much. So that is great information for those of you that have rosacea, that twice a week might be too much. But until you, so Mom, you want to take your index finger and make circles in one direction, and don't apply too much pressure. So you want to do really light pressure, and then go in circles one direction and circles in the other direction. And then, do that all over your face, get your lips, kind of do everything. But you're actually moving your skin. So I don't want to see your skin move. I only want to see your fingers move across your skin.
It won't move across.
Here, just get a little bit more water. There you go. Yeah, there. Just don't press too hard. That is the biggest mistake that you can make with step 1, is that it is very gritty. And we want it that way because it's super effective, but if you push too hard, you can break blood vessels, and they're very expensive to repair, or they take a very long time to heal on their own. So you definitely don't want to do that. So you can go and rinse that, but you want to spend about a minute. And I like to tell people to use their index finger and to look in the mirror when you do it. Don't stick your face in the sink and do this, because that in your muscle memory takes over as soon as you lose your train of thought, and you'll end up going into your routine, which would probably be too much pressure. So go ahead and go rinse that off. Make sure you rinse well. You want to get all that grit off of your face. So how to double cleanse at home is you can use avocado oil or olive oil or coconut oil as your oil-based cleanser. You won't have the benefits of the royal jelly or the tiger's grass or the jojoba oil, but a lot of double cleansers that are the oil-based cleanser of the double cleanser is based off of avocado oil or olive oil. So that will break down your makeup. It will break down the other oils that come from pollution and that are not necessarily helping your skin. So it's still a great way to test out the oil cleansing. So leave the oil on your face and then use whatever soapy cleanser that you're using, but only use half the amount that you normally use. So if you've got a pump of something that you normally use as a face wash, just use half of it and go right on top of the oil on your face, and then rinse one time. And that will give you a really good idea of what your skin feels like and what it feels like to double cleanse, because double cleansing is very different than if you've been using a face wipe in bed before you go to sleep to wipe off your makeup. This is a little bit more involved, and it is going to take a little bit more effort, and it's going to feel quite different. But this is what it takes to make a huge impact on your skin. If what you're doing isn't working, you should change what you're doing. So it's a great way to try something new without making an investment first, and ask yourself if you're seeing a difference. If you feel a difference, I guarantee you'll feel a difference. Then that is how you can double cleanse at home without making a purchase if you don't want to do that. We're pretty sure you'll come back and want ours after you try it, but this is, it's just a great way to test our theory a little bit. Okay, so this one is step 2. This is another grit. You're going to do the same amount, a little nickel size amount in the palm of your hand.
I saw a comment on YouTube the other day. Someone did the exfoliation like DIY at home, and they were like, "Yep, you got me now."
They did the okay, so yeah, and the exfoliation, we actually have a video in my bio that will tell you how to do the exfoliation trio at home as well, just with sugar and honey, rice, and milk.
Do the same thing?
Yes, same thing. And this one is going to feel a little bit less gritty, a little bit more foamy, and it's going to make your skin very quickly will start to feel very, very smooth. So it kind of makes your skin feel like, we call it dolphin skin, where you just feel slick and like you kind of can't believe it. And this is where a lot of people think, like, do I really need to do this for 3 days? Yes, you definitely want to do it for 3 days, because the buildup that you have of silicone and dead skin cells on your face means that what you're seeing in the mirror isn't actually your face. If you haven't been exfoliating pretty aggressively, or at least very consistently 2 or 3 times a week, then you have a buildup on your face that is making your wrinkles look a little bit more enhanced, and it's not really your skin, which means that your other skincare items are not penetrating your skin cells, the ones that are still alive. And you're also not getting rid of the silicone buildup from the makeup that you're wearing. So most makeup, if you're buying it from the orange store, the black and white store, the drugstore, or the department store, is silicone based. And that is absolutely, well, silicone is bioaccumulative. So it builds up on your skin. It also builds up in the earth. It takes hundreds of years to get dissipate from the earth, and it takes a very concentrated effort to get it off of your skin. So it works beautifully for makeup sales purposes because it glides on. People love it. It's very inexpensive. It increases their profit margin for large makeup companies. It is a win all the way around. Cyclopentasiloxane is usually the primary ingredient in most of the silicone products that are out there, so you can look for that if you want to. But there are dozens of other words for silicone or silicone-based ingredients. So they're all bioaccumulative. They're building up on your skin, and you probably didn't know that. But the good news is that you can get rid of it at home for free if you do our at-home version by going to our bio and looking at the pinned videos. Both of them are the same thing. I just did one of them a long time ago and one of them a little bit more recently, but they're both pretty much the same. And there you go. So do you think you spent a minute? Okay, you can go rinse that, and then you're done rinsing.
Oh, yay.
Your last rinse. I know it's kind of a pain to go to keep going back and forth. Okay. So you can try both of those at home, and now we're going to move into the hydration trio. Did you have a question?
No, did you do the acid?
Oh, no, not yet. Thank you for reminding me because I would have totally skipped past it. But she doesn't have to rinse that off.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say Child Lover, who said she got rosacea from using it too much, said that her doctor gave her an antibiotic that she's not really wanting to take, and Crystal suggested that she do a pump of step 1 with step 5 to help heal.
Yes, I would absolutely put step 1 and add it into your step 5 or your step 4, either one, or you can just add it at the end. It doesn't really matter. You'll get the benefits of it either way. But yes, a little bit of step 1 without any kind of rinsing or removal will give you all the benefits of, mostly it's probably going to be the tiger's grass that's going to give you the most relief. Tiger's grass is known in the rosacea community, if you want to call it that, as being very, very effective at reducing redness and inflammation. And the reason it's called tiger's grass is because tigers are known to roll in these leaves after they battle one another, and it also it heals their wounds and it protects their white stripes from the sun. So they instinctively know that these leaves are helpful to their coat and to their injuries. So it's antimicrobial, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. It has natural sun protection. It's kind of a celebrated ingredient all around the world, but we know very little about it here in the United States. If you're familiar with the Dr. Jart's, they use a lot of tiger's grass, and this is kind of known for reducing redness. It's a great product, but so is our step 1. So if you needed another suggestion, this the Dr. Jart's Cica pear is a great redness reducer that is all natural and super clean. Okay, so how do you feel?
Good.
I mean, like, how's your face feel?
Feels real good.
Doesn't it feel super slick? Do you get the dolphin skin?
Yes, yes, I did immediately with that.
Yeah, like as soon as you get into step 2, you're like, whoa, what is happening? Like my face feels like an ice rink or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take the step 3 now. This is our glycolic toner, and you're gonna take 3 pumps or 3 little syringe fulls of that and put it on this little cotton pad. Either side, doesn't matter. So it's only going to fill up about, just do 3 of those. So yeah, just go ahead and squeeze it all out onto the cotton pad and do it 3 times.
Oh, okay. Thought you meant drops.
No, not 3 drops. You need three little droppers full. This dropper never really fills all the way up. So there you go. That's probably enough.
Okay.
And then this works on contact. You don't need to rinse it off. So just rub this all over your face, and then let me know if it tingles for you, because I'm kind of sensitive to glycolic acid. It feels a little bit spicy to me anytime I put it on, whether I've exfoliated or not. But some people are not sensitive to it at all. Doesn't mean that it's not working. It just means you're not sensitive to it if you don't feel the tingling. You're not feeling any tingling?
I only feel tingling.
Oh, okay. If you've got a little spot on your face, you might feel a little tingling there, but it's 3.58% glycolic acid. Glycolic acid is derived from sugar cane.
It's a little tingly.
So I probably get that sensitivity from you. I remember when we lived in Round Rock, do you remember when it was Christmas and I took Leanna to get her hair done and she hated it? Do you remember that? Oh my gosh, when she was getting her hair done, I got my feet done and I got a pedicure, and they used a glycolic mask on my feet, and it like ate through my skin. I had scabs on my feet. I couldn't walk like without pain for like 3 or 4 days after that. Like,
I don't remember that.
It was awful. But that's when I learned that I was really sensitive to glycolic acid. It was obviously a very strong mask, and I had no idea that I was sensitive to it. But anyway, I'm like it like took my skin off. So that was way too much for me. It
worked.
Yes, it definitely worked. So, okay, so you don't have to rinse this off. Okay. Now you are exfoliated, and
Yay.
Your makeup should go on a lot smoother. Your skincare items that you put on after you're exfoliated are going to go much deeper into your skin cells and benefit your face in a much better way. So, again, if what you're using isn't giving you dolphin skin and plumping up your skin when you use it, you should have a wow factor every time you use your skincare. If you're just using it and hoping that it's preventing future damage and you're paying for it and you're loyal to it and it's not giving you any feel goods afterwards, like, just know that it can be better. It doesn't have to be that way. And that's just because big cosmetics companies don't want you to fix your skin problems. They want to keep you in a hamster wheel of little bit of solution, little bit of problem, little bit of solution, little bit of problem. They want you to love the product. They want you to love where you're buying it. They want you to love the package that it comes in, and they want you to be loyal to it and to the celebrity that's endorsing it, but they don't want to fix your problem. We are here to solve your problems. And so we're going to move on to the hydrating trio now. So I'll take this,
okay,
and we'll put this away.
So I need 5 more bottles of stuff to take home.
I mean, only if you're going to actually use it. So this is our hydrating trio. It's here's the hydrating toner, then the antioxidant cream. So you're going to go from left to right here.
Okay.
Spray about 4 sprays of that all over your face. Just kind of wet your face with it.
Just directly on my face?
Yep, directly onto your face. Mom, is it really that shocking? You knew what you were doing.
I guess I was holding it too close.
Maybe too close. Hold it from a distance so that you get better coverage. So you can put that down and then go right into the antioxidant cream. You just need 1 pump of that. And you can layer these right on top of the other. You don't have to wait and let one soak in.
Okay.
This doesn't have to be a big deal. Like, people are like, oh my gosh, 8 steps, like, that's just crazy. I only do 2 right now, and that's already too much for me. Well, it's already too much for you because you don't get any benefit out of it. You're not seeing your skin transform every time you put on.
This feels really good.
Yes, it does. And that's just our emollient factor. It also is introducing additional antioxidants. There's oats in the antioxidant cream, as well as a bunch of other great ingredients. Then you're going to go right in with the barrier protection oil. And this is kind of our other superstar besides step 1. This one has...
I have those.
This one has bakuchiol, and it has prickly pear extract, and it is going to give you the occlusive effect. So occlusives hold the moisture in. So what she's done is fill up her skin cells with water. A hydrating toner followed by a moisturizer is a much more efficient way to fill up your cells with water. If you've just been using a moisturizer, there isn't enough water content in a moisturizer to completely fill up your cells, which means that your skin is still going to be kind of deflated. And I like to show the balloon effect. So this is what your skin cells look like when they are partially hydrated, kind of wrinkly, crinkly, shadowy, and gray, and pink. Like, that's what your complexion looks like when this is what your skin cells look like. When they're filled with water and that water is protected, they look more like this. They're even in color. They have light bouncing off the apex of the curve. They have texture and bounce. Like it literally transforms your face. So that is why a humectant and an occlusive and an emollient are all 3 necessary, not just 2. Okay, you need all 3. So there we go. How do you feel?
Good.
Okay, let's talk about bakuchiol real quick, and then we'll move into the makeup. So, Tabitha, did you want this water now that we've stuck our fingers in it?
Oh, I don't. Oh, no. I'm good. I'll come get me one.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna move on. So, bakuchiol. It is from India and Sri Lanka. It's an herb, and when they boil or they somehow extract from the seeds and the leaves, I'm assuming there's some boiling going on there, but they extract it from this plant, and there are lots of studies recently that show that it is just as effective as retinol and tretinoin at reducing fine lines and reducing hyperpigmentation. The exact same effect that you get from retinol and tretinoin, except that there are no side effects. So retinols and tretinoin can cause redness, swelling, sensitivity to the sun, flaking, pain, just a burning sensation. For about 50% of the people that use it, they really struggle with side effects. Bakuchiol will give you the same exact results without any of the side effects, and it's already in our product. And it's the number 4 ingredient, so you're getting a healthy dose of it. Prickly pear extract is also up there with bakuchiol in having recent studies that show that it literally reduces fine lines and reduces hyperpigmentation. And there are a lot of people that will tell you that your skincare cannot reverse your age, that it's only going to prevent you from aging. That is not true. Strong antioxidants that don't also come with a lot of free radicals in them can reverse your age. So you can go backwards just with skincare up to 10 years for some of you if you're doing all of these. You're double cleansing, you're using strong antioxidants, you're hydrating in 3 layers, and you're exfoliating in an extreme way, very carefully so that you don't break blood vessels. So there you go. That is our skincare in a nutshell, and I just wanted y'all to see.
And I do use these.
You do use those, okay?
Yeah.
So you're just not using the cleansing and the exfoliation.
Yeah, because I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Well, just dirt to cleanse.
Well, but there is oil. There's still buildup on your skin, and the double cleansing works well. Again, you don't wear makeup, but the double cleansing also removes silicone buildup, so that is helping the removal of the silicone buildup along with the exfoliation. But yeah, we're gonna move into makeup now. Do you want to take off your headband and your? Are you sort of starting to like it?
Look at.
Okay.
Peacock hair.
Oh, that's funny. All right.
There, it's fixed.
I'll take this out for you.
Sort of fixed.
Look at this blonde hair that she gets without having to go see Tabitha. This is the only member of my family that isn't seeing Tabitha for her blonde. You're still doing the box stuff? Yeah, I wish that I could get this gorgeous blonde out of a box, but
it's just covering up my blotchy gray.
Yeah, but it just still looks so pretty. Like it's a blonde that is hard to achieve if you're not a really good blonde specialist, and you just are able to get it like by yourself with like $8 spent.
It's gone up to 11 now.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess the inflation has gotten to box dyes as well. Okay. All right. So we are going to do we're going to do the same makeup that we did on Crystal on Monday, but I think we're going to skip the first one.
The eyebrows, because mine are covered up.
We're going to skip, we probably won't do your eyebrows because there's no point. Yours are covered up, but we will, we'll do underpainting, and we'll start with our light concealer and our dark concealer. And let me show you what is in our custom complexion bundle, because we're going to flash sale this, and it's a new custom complexion bundle. It's a more complete custom complexion bundle. So we have the foundation, the Dark and Light Concealer that is adjustable. So we only have one color of foundation. If you're new here, welcome to Science Pretty. We're doing things very weird over here. But we only have one color of foundation, and you can adjust it with these darkeners or lighteners, depending on how much pigment you have. Although I will tell you, this works on most people just the way it is. So Crystal, who we did on Monday, has a very different skin tone than me. She has dark eyes. She has a very different skin type than I have. And we used the exact same products on her that I used on myself later in the episode. So it really does work on most people. And I just learned this in my 25-year career. I found myself buying the same foundation over and over and over again, and never needing to buy a pink based foundation or an olive based foundation or a dark foundation. Like, I just had a darkener and a lightener and a medium color, and I was able to get a custom blend for everybody using those. So we want you to stay kind of neutral regardless of your undertone. Everybody can do neutral. It just makes makeup a little bit easier once you learn how to use it. But this is not silicone makeup. This is cream and wax based products, which are what pros have used for centuries. And most pros that are doing anything other than 25-year-old brides are probably not using silicone makeup, because it is not as flexible, it's not as durable, and it does not usually have as much pigmentation as you can get out of cream and wax products. So it also just doesn't look as real on the skin. Silicone makeup sits on top of the skin. Cream and wax products are able to penetrate the skin, so you just get a much more real appearance. So for pro makeup artists who are doing makeup on men and kids and women who don't necessarily need to look glammed up, but need to look older or roughed up or less pretty or whatever, the cream and wax products are able to achieve that without adding a bunch of glow and a bunch of silicone prettiness that you guys fall for so easily. But about 2 hours after you put silicone makeup onto aging skin, it starts to settle onto the skin. It starts to pucker and crinkle. And at the end of the day, you blame your skin for your makeup not looking great anymore, but it really wasn't your skin. It was just that you're using silicone products on top of aged skin. So most of our products are geared toward women over 40. They look fantastic on younger women too. We have Maggie coming up soon that's going to be going live, I guess, or doing videos showing the younger generation the genius of Science and Pretty. So she's one of the cheer girls that we are, all of our girls cheered together. So she recently reached out to Tabitha and was like, how can I bring Science and Pretty to the younger generation? Which I absolutely love her for that. She's all of what, 16?
Yep.
Yeah, 16 years old. Are my kids doing that? No.
Is my kid doing that?
No, but we have
But they are using it.
We got one out of the friend circle that is willing to do it. So, yay, Maggie. We're excited to see what you...
That's why Maggie's our favorite child.
Yes, and why we take her shopping, and you guys aren't invited. Brooke and Kaiten in Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have also the addition in the custom complexion bundle of our cool matte setting powder and our warm matte setting powder. So these are going to set the cream and wax products, because also another big difference in our makeup versus silicone makeup is that we don't use alcohol. And that means that it's not drying on your skin. So you have an endless amount of time to adjust the product and to get it right. It's malleable for an extended amount of time, and you're not used to that. Your brain kind of knows that your makeup's going to dry down because of the alcohol content, and that's how they get it to stay on your face, is by using alcohol, which can be drying to your skin. With cream and wax products, you have to set it with powder. And that is how you create durability. So it becomes a much more durable finish when you add powder to both the contoured areas and the highlighted areas of the face. So you're gonna get both of these. You need both of them. A lot of people ask us, which color should I use? It's not about your skin color. Everybody needs both. You need one for the light areas of your face and one for the dark areas of your face. And then it also comes with the Siren brush. So you're getting all of this whole, oh, and our blush, our Ugly Duckling blush is also now included in this. So it's a lot of makeup. It's your entire complexion. It's your whole face except for the eye makeup and the lips. So that is going to be on a flash sale today. Tabitha, can you remind me what the original price is for the custom complexion bundle?
$189.
$189 is the original price, and we're flash selling it for
$175.
$175. Oh, okay. Was that because of my Monday's deal today? Okay, so
was it $179?
Yeah. Well, now you already said it, so we're giving them $14 off. You're getting $14 off, not just 10. Because if we leave it up to Tabitha, she's very stingy. I am very generous. Oz behind the curtain back there.
Tabitha knows how to.
Yeah,
the profit margin.
Yes, she does. She's keeping us in business, and I would be just ruining everything. But okay, so we're gonna do the typical underpainting where we go right down the side of the nose with the light concealer. We'll put a little bit on her chin. We're not gonna mess with the forehead because she has bangs. That's gonna make this a little bit easier. And then we're going to take the dark concealer. We really want to wipe off the tip all the way around 360 degrees. Controlling your makeup is 30% of your makeup game. Understanding how much of your product you need to use, how much you should not be using, all of its capabilities is going to make you a much better makeup artist on your own face than you ever thought possible. But it's not because you have more makeup, it's because you have more skill and you understand how to use your products. So we're gonna take that dark and blend it in, and this is underpainting. So we're gonna go over all of this with the foundation. So we can go a little darker and a little more extreme than we would normally want to see it, because we're gonna go over it. So we want it to still peek through. So we're just applying this right to the cheekbones. Go a little higher than you think you should. Don't go too low. Like the biggest mistake people make is they take it all the way down to the jawline. So they're using this whole brush and pulling it all the way down. You just want to go right here and keep that darkness pushed up. So so right here, we want that little cut right there where there's nothing dark below that line. All right, so we're gonna go
a dark spot or two.
Well, yeah, but not the makeup. Okay, go ahead and look up. So we're gonna get this right underneath the eyes, and it's gonna look a little too pale, and that's okay.
We also need to set a giveaway goal.
Oh yes, we do. We are gonna give away 2 siren brushes, the pink ones that you can only win during our lives. And this is an unusual time for us. We're usually live in the evenings, but we're just trying a new time frame. I feel like you need just a little bit more. Go ahead and look kind of evenly without your head going back. I'm gonna pull this down just a little bit more. So we are at 5.2 thousand likes right now. When we get to 30,000, we will give away a pink siren brush. It's so pretty, and it's a truly free giveaway. You don't have to buy anything, and we pay for the shipping. So you can win that as soon as we get to 30,000 likes. So get your fingers going. We'll do a giveaway, and that'll be a 10-minute, you'll have a 10-minute opportunity to enter that. There we go. Now that looks a little bit more even. So what we're doing here is pulling forward the golden triangle. That is from the eyes to the mouth, this area of the face. When it appears more forward and the rest of the face is pushed backwards, it makes the face look more feminine. And feminine faces and natural looking faces are considered more trustworthy among humans. It's just a filter that we have. We don't consciously do it. We just assign authority and trustworthiness to people who appear natural and feminine. So feminizing your face as much as you can, whether it starts out that way and you're just increasing it, or whether you have very masculine features and you're just trying to feminize it, it's going to make a difference in your ability to communicate with other people. Makeup is really, according to Science Pretty, makeup is really not so much about what you think of it. It's really about what other people see in you, because your face is your customer service department, it's your CEO, it's your marketing department, it's everything. And you don't walk around with a mirror in front of your face all day. So it's more advantageous for you to think about what other people are seeing than to worry about just your creative expression or creating art on your face or it being a fashion statement. Makeup can be all of those things. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those things. I'm just saying it's more powerful as a communication tool than you think it is, especially if you can use it to get people to focus on the whites of your eyes to the iris as the greatest contrast on your face. That gets people locked in. They see into your soul. You're seen, known, heard, and understood, which means that you can better advocate for yourself, your family, your friends, and your clients, just making you an all-over better communicator. Even among your husband, your kids, you'll be amazed at the difference of attention that people pay to you when you kind of get your makeup game elevated a little bit. So that's what we're teaching over here. If that interests you, keep watching. If not, there are plenty of other influencers on here showing you how to make really beautiful artwork all over your face.
1, 2, 3, 4 says, can you take the beauty filter off? It's glitching when you apply makeup.
There is no beauty filter on.
No filter,
We don't have any filter.
How many times?
Okay. So now we're going to take the foundation. So we've got the bright white spot or the triangles underneath the eyes. We've got the dark here. Now we want all of that to look as though it is just naturally shading in the face instead of kind of as obvious as it is. So I'm going to take and apply 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of foundation over here. Do the same thing over here. Under the eyes, aside from the nose, the upper lip, and the jaw. And then we'll do the nose, the upper lip, and the chin. And then we're just gonna go back in with the siren brush and kind of tap that out. And you wanna lighten up your touch at this point so that you're not removing any of the work that you did underneath with the underpainting. But already you can see, if you'll turn a little bit that way, we'll add a little bit more blending out here. So we still want that darkness to give the contour on the side of the face. We just want it to look a little bit more natural. So turn over this way and we'll get that blended in. Beautiful. So now all of the contour and everything just looks kind of natural. And just lean forward, Mom. Like, I just think that made such an enormous difference. Like when we look in the mirror, Mom, when you look in the mirror, you tell me if I'm wrong, you look at what on your face? What is the first thing that you look for on your face?
My eyes.
You look at your eyes. Most people are looking at the flaw on their face that is the most concerning to them. As soon as they look in the mirror, they look at their under eyes and they go, oh, yeah, the bags are still there. Or they look at the wrinkles around their mouth and they go, okay.
Yeah.
They're still there. And so we tend to know, we look at things on our face. We very rarely look into our own eyes. So when we look into our own eyes and we just let the face kind of come into view around that, we see what other people see. But that's not what most of you are doing. Most of you are doing dead ahead, looking square into the mirror. You're not turning, you're not talking, you're not seeing what other people see. You forget that you have a profile. You forget that when you smile, your teeth put people back onto your eyes. We just tend to look past all of those things because we do the mirror face. We might move this much, but that's all we ever do. So I think this is a very clear, go ahead.
Do you, let me see, not need to add powder after underpainting before foundation?
No, you don't need to add the powder before foundation.
Good question.
I don't think anybody's ever asked that. I think you probably could. Our makeup goes, cream and wax, these particular products will go on top of powder pretty easily. It does take a little bit of finesse, and I'm not necessarily recommending it. I think that's an advanced skill. But you can put powder on first. So if you were finding that you were having trouble because you have really oily skin, or I think that would really be the only reason why you might want to put a little bit of powder on the underpainting before you put foundation on top, is just to kind of set it a little bit. But when our setting spray comes out, I would recommend that you use a setting spray instead. So you could set the underpainting and then do the foundation on top of that. I would say that would be step 1, and then step 2 would be adding a little bit of powder. So yes, you could do it. I don't necessarily recommend it unless you really feel like it's necessary. Okay, so I think we got beautiful blending there. All of a sudden your complexion, like all I see on your face are your eyes. And we've applied no eye makeup whatsoever. The wrinkles, I mean, when I'm looking at you on camera, I don't see any wrinkles. I mean, I'm sure you still see them, but I don't see them. I don't think other people see them when they look into your eyes, and your eyes are jumping off of your face the way that they are, right? Like, because we did this intentionally. We want the whites of the eyes to the iris to be the greatest contrast on the face. And the way that you make sure that that's happening is by not creating other really high contrast areas on your face. So if your blush is really strong and it has a big difference between the color of your blush and the color underneath your eyes, that's high contrast. If your foundation or your contour looks like you fell asleep on a Snickers bar and it's got this dark stripe right here, especially from your profile, other people are going to see. Humans can't help but see contrast. So anywhere where there is other contrast going on, they're going to be diverted away from your eyes, which means that you're not fully being heard, understood, known, and seen. So it's learning to soften all of the other features so that people go right to your eyeballs is really the magic of Science of Pretty. And you can do these things with your own makeup. You don't have to buy our makeup to put this principle into effect. It just lasts a lot longer. It's healthier for you. Our makeup is hyper clean. And we hope that you will try these philosophies at home and then come back to us when it's time to replace your makeup. Okay, so now we're gonna set everything. We're happy with the way that it looks. And I remember the last time we did your makeup for that video, as soon as we put the setting powder on, I remember you gasping. Do you remember that? You were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like you had an audible reaction. Okay, so I'm gonna start in the corner and we're gonna make sure that this puff lines up with the bottom wall of the nose. Tilt your chin down just a tad. And we're gonna go down and back up and then over to the side. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. I don't feel like that was quite enough. There we go. All right, so that is our cleanup job. When you have a mattified area next to a shiny area, it makes the shiny area more obvious. So that is the shiny area in this case is going to be our cheekbone. Not our cheekbone, it's your cheekbone.
I'm not sharing it.
You're
with
not
you.
sharing it. That's fine. Now I know where Georgia gets her inability to share.
From her Mimi?
Yep. I'm gonna tell her. I know. I see where it comes from. She does, and she's the baby, so she just never had to share. Sweet Georgia. Okay, this is our, here's how, the best way to get this out of the, by the way, take off the sticker. If you have this, just take the sticker off of the little holes. We just found this out, that the little sticker says, leave the sticker on and poke holes in it. Don't do that. Don't follow the directions. We didn't know that it said that until very recently, and we were mortified.
Nelsie messaged me last night, and she was like, hey, just so you know, we can just get clear stickers for those if you want to get them.
Oh my gosh, yes please.
Well,
Nelsie, if you're watching.
Okay, I'll tell her yes. I was like, I don't know, it's kind of funny now.
No, I'm sure it's really
not.
frustrating for people who don't watch our lives and who have no idea, like, why is this so difficult to get out? Like,
That's true.
It's just
Okay,
not.
Yeah, I was one of those people.
You have that product?
Yes. Yeah, this.
Yeah, and you
Yes.
can't get it out?
Well, when I first got it, I couldn't.
Because you had to take the sticker off, right?
Yeah.
But the sticker
figured it
actually
out.
says, do not remove the sticker, just poke holes through the sticker.
Oh.
Which it makes it even, it's hard to get out even without the sticker on it. It's even harder if you leave the sticker on it. So anyway, I guess It was made for a different formula. That sticker was made for a different formula, clearly. All right, so this is going to give you back a little bit of color that you might have lost when you did the over painting, when you put the foundation over the underpainting. So go ahead and open and look. There you go. So now we've got a really pretty little sunny glow on her face, and it gave us back a little bit of that contour that we might have lost. And you can control this based on the brush that you use, based on how much of the product you put on. Mom's fairly tan. We're both fairly tan. She was at my pool on 4th of July when I was at the beach.
I had less sun than you.
Yes. I got plenty of sun. My shoulders were a little bit red. But that was it. I got good sun. My ring tan. I got
I noticed your aura ring tan.
Yeah, my aura ring tan.
Oh wow.
And Georgia has one on all of her hands from her rings.
I think I have a watch tan.
Yeah, I have a huge watch. All of my this jewelry never comes off, so I've got. Yep, look at that. Nice.
Hello.
And you were able to wear your Michelle watch in the pool?
In the pool?
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't wear my Rolex in the pool. Because the last time I did, it got water in it, and then I took it to get it serviced to get the water out, and they said they had to send it off to Rolex, and then it turned out it was stolen. We bought it off of a guy on Facebook Marketplace, and it was stolen. So they didn't think that I stole it. They just said the owner reported it sold. They gave me a choice. They said, we can send it back to you. Like, you have ownership of it, but you should know it belongs to this dude and he wants it back. And he sent me a letter and explained it was a family heirloom and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what am I gonna do? Like
now that he knows my name, he knows my information.
Yeah, like I was like, of course I want you to have it back. Like it was gonna cost me almost as much as we paid for the watch to have it fixed anyway. So he was gonna get the watch back broken and have to pay to fix it. Like, if it means that much to you, you go right ahead. Like, I would just as soon put that money into a different one, because that one was clearly not waterproof. So anyway, I don't get into the water with this one because I'm so afraid that that's going to happen. And
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Anyway, but never had that problem with my Michelle watches.
Nope.
I've had 3 of them. Kaiten lost the one that I gave her, my nice one, along with
the one I wanted.
Yeah, along with her David Yurman bracelet. Yes, $1,500.
Are you sure it was lost and not
stolen? I have no idea. I don't think she knows either. Yeah, but remember how much jewelry I lost that you bought? I mean, like, if I had all of my James Avery jewelry that you bought me over the years back, I would, like, oh my gosh, I was not worthy of nice jewelry. And I thought my kids might be different, but they are not.
No kid is different.
Okay, last element of the custom complexion bundle is the Ugly Duckling blush. So we're going to apply this with the...
Why is it called Ugly Duckling?
Because the Ugly Duckling turned into a beautiful swan.
Oh.
And it used to come in a really ugly cardboard tube. And we were like, this tube is so ugly. But it was sustainable and it was not plastic. And we were like, and it made it the price point better. And it was just, we thought it was a great idea. And then we were just like, we'll just make fun of it because it's ugly. And then so I came up with Ugly Duckling. And now it's not, anyway. I'm glad you asked that, Mom, because I'm sure other people are wondering, like, it's kind of risky to call makeup Ugly Duckling, but it was an Ugly Duckling. Amongst all of our other products, it was not cute. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of this, just a couple little taps, start at the outside corner of the eye, go down an inch. This is your starting point. It should be the high point of your cheek, the apex of your cheekbone. And we're just going to tap it on and then move toward the temple. And then we're going to tap in an oval shape to kind of move it around. We want it to be very close to the eye, okay? Not too low and very close to the eye. And that is going to now turn a little bit and kind of tilt your face a little bit like this. Yes, it should have, it does. It has a really pretty sheen to it. It does not have any shimmer in it or any pearlescence or anything like that. But because it's a cream product, it's very long lasting and it is very It has a really pretty sheen. So yes, it is pretty. This is the color that I used on every bride, every person that sat in my chair for my entire career. I always used this blush because it looks so good on everybody. I like to take the leftovers and put it right across the tip of the nose. So go ahead and straighten up your face. Don't help me. I'll come to you.
Okay.
And then I'd like to just kind of travel from the cheek to the nose with whatever is left over in the brush. You probably won't see a big difference here, but it is just creating a tiny little bit of blending toward, so that you don't end up with these kind of patches of makeup. We don't want to see a patch of blush. We don't want to see a patch of contour. We want every element of blush to be sort of blended into the next one, where you can't really see one end and the other begin. That is a skill that is going to take you a little bit of practice. And while we're talking about practice, if you're going to buy the custom complexion bundle, please make a few commitments to yourself before you do this. Commit to getting out of your bathroom and doing your makeup somewhere else. Commit to finding somewhere else where you can sit down. Sitting down is going to give you better body mechanics and better control over your makeup. Also, make sure that you have a lighted mirror. It's much better than natural light. I know a lot of people will argue with me and say natural light is the best. It is not. I've been a professional makeup artist for 25 years, and if I'm offered really good LED clean lighting or the sun, I'm going to choose the LED lighting every single time. If I don't have good lighting, then the sun is fine, but you can't control the sun, and sometimes it's behind a cloud and sometimes it's at night, and so you just can't get away with only using natural light. So you need a lighted mirror, and the higher quality LED lighted mirror you can buy, the better off you'll be. But even if you have to take Christmas lights or twinkle lights and tape them to a hand mirror and put it between two bricks to have good lighting coming at your face, it's better than relying on your bathroom lighting, which is overhead, casting shadows underneath your eyes. You're overcorrecting those shadows by over applying concealer, over applying powder, which creates paste, and that's part of your under eye problem, is just that you're doing your makeup in the bathroom. It's not ideal. It's not even good. It's bad.
It's awful.
So yes, it's awful. And then the fourth thing that you need to commit to is practicing your makeup at least twice when it doesn't matter. So not when you're about to go to work or about to go to an event or about to leave the house, but when it literally does not make any difference. You're just going to go to bed and clean your face, or you have nothing to do that day, so it doesn't matter if anybody but the Amazon guy sees you. Practice your makeup, because that's what's going to get you out of your amygdala and into your prefrontal cortex and allow you to get creative and allow you to take risks that your brain is not going to allow you to take if you only try to use this makeup right before you go somewhere and you've been using silicone makeup and then you get Science of Pretty. It's not the same. It is not even close to the same. And you're going to blame the makeup, and I'm blaming you, because if you don't practice, it's not going to work out for you. So we get, that is where we get returns, is where people, they're like, this is just not what I thought it was. We're telling you, it's not what you think it is. And this is why we don't sell it on shelves, because we need a relationship with people in order to get them to commit to these things and to understand how different our makeup is. And this is why big cosmetics companies aren't selling cream and wax products, is because it takes too much effort. It takes a little bit of finesse. It takes a little bit of know-how, and they would much rather sell you something that's going to glide onto your skin in a really pretty package, and it's not going to last more than an hour, and it doesn't need to, because you're going to make up your mind in the first 30 seconds that you put it on. And your brain is going to want to validate your purchase. So you're going to make up your mind. Your mind's going to make up for you what you think about the makeup. And instead of analyzing it throughout the day and critically making a decision about the makeup, you're just going to base that decision off of the first 30 seconds. That's how you've been buying your makeup. If you think about it, if you think back, more than likely that is the case. There might be a few exceptions out there, but we definitely recommend you get out of the bathroom, find a place to sit down, get a lighted mirror, and practice your makeup at least twice when it doesn't matter. Okay. So we have done all of the custom complexion bundle. So now all we have left is the eyes, except that if you notice, Now, really all we see are her eyes, her beautiful green eyes, that we have put no eye makeup on whatsoever. We haven't done anything. So I always say it's not mascara, it's not eyeliner that makes your eyes stand out. It's a cleaned up face. The more cleaned up your face is, the more your eyes are going to shine off of your face and grab people's attention. So even if we didn't do any eye makeup from here, already there is an enormous improvement in the attention that she's going to get from anybody who's interacting with her for the rest of the day. And I think for herself as well, it's going to give her a big confidence boost because her skin looks
Fabulous.
fantastic. Like, I mean, it really does. It looks great. So let's move on and get a little bit of eye makeup on you. We're going to go back to the Ugly Duckling blush and add a little bit of color to your
Close my
eyelids.
eyes.
Yes, close your eyes. And we're going to go right into the crease and go back and forth, and then stretch this up toward the brows because we don't want it to stop abruptly. We want it to just sort of ombre into the brow bone area. So go ahead and open. There we go. Let's see, got maybe a little too much right there. And we'll take a tiny bit and do the other side. Go ahead and close. Go, so stay toward the mirror. There you go. Yeah, I'll do all the work.
Okay.
You just get to be the model today.
I don't know how to do that.
It's harder than you would think, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna blend that upward until it kind of fades into the brow bone area. Go ahead and open and look into the, there you go. So that added just even that much more definition to the eyes by removing the eyelids, sort of. So while we put makeup on the eyelids, the makeup is now communicating with the cheeks and it's just looking cohesive with the rest of the face instead of looking super shiny or super dark or in a color that isn't a fleshy color. That is going to pull attention away from the eyeballs and onto the eyelids. And in my 25-year career, nobody ever came to me and said, I really want my eyelids to stand out. Never happened. They always said, I want my eyes to stand out and I want to look natural. And that is where this whole philosophy came from, was because face after face, girl after girl sat in my chair and said, I want to look natural and I want my eyes to stand out. So I learned how to make that happen. And then I looked back on that career and thought, what if everybody else was able to do this for themselves and they didn't need me to do this for them? Like, wouldn't that be amazing if we could make the makeup cleaner than the pro products that I was using in my career? Those were all petroleum based. Ours are not. We have no petrochemicals in our products, in our skincare or our makeup. And what if they could learn to use these products the same way that I'm using them? And what if it didn't have to be so complicated? What if they just got the one foundation and they were able to lighten it or darken it? And what if they just got one or two blush options instead of 57 different color options? Because I was using the same products on every single face. And if that makes me seem like maybe I wasn't that good of a makeup artist, okay, but I supported myself for 25 years as a pro makeup artist. So that's not easy to do. And I was in demand. I never marketed myself. I was referred time and time again. So I definitely had a niche. I was doing things differently than a lot of other makeup artists, but I wanted to bring simpler makeup, cleaner makeup to the marketplace in a way that was very different than what what big cosmetics are doing. By the way, big cosmetics are in bed with big pharma and big oil. They are all in this together. They're all owned by the same people and they all have the same agenda, and it is not your health. It is their profit margin that they care about. So we care about our ingredients. We don't have room to care about our packaging. It's very simple. It's very inexpensive, and we are too small to have options in that regard anyway. because it just doesn't.
It's not necessary.
Well, it isn't necessary, except that that's how most people buy their makeup, is you base it off of the packaging. Like, you want all of your makeup to look aesthetic. You want it all to be with the double C's, or you want it all to have the same gold lid. You like this. The reason that I have 3 of these is because I was collecting Barbies. This is Barbies for grown-ups, okay? Like, this is what we're buying now that we're not buying dolls anymore. And they last exactly 30 minutes to an hour. Like, they're beautiful, but this is not anything that a pro would ever rely on for a, professional makeup job. They're just very pretty, and that is the biggest difference. And as a pro, we would often buy makeup from Camera Ready Cosmetics in little clear clamshells and little tin dishes. Like, the packaging was even worse than Science of Pretty packaging. Like, it was so like, we didn't care anything about packaging. All we cared about was durability, flexibility, and pigmentation. So that is where we're coming at this from a very different perspective. Yes, of course. And you can keep that over there so you can reach it. Okay, so we got some color on the lids. Now let's add a little bit of color to, well, we got some color in your crease. Now we're going to add some color to your lids, and we're going to use the bronze cream shadow because I think this is going to be really pretty on you. I can't remember what we used last time we did your makeup, but I'm going to clean off this brush, make sure that it's clean, and we're going to use the Science of Pretty eye brush right in the top of our bronze cream shadow. We're going to apply quite a bit of pressure and roll that brush around, and then close your eyes. And we're just going to go and basically swipe this onto the eyelid. So we don't have any color on the eyelid yet, only on the crease. And we're going to get right in there and do the other one. This is not a silicone eyeshadow. It is cream and wax also, so it's very different than the products that you're used to, which means that you do need a stiff brush to apply it. You don't have to use this brush, but it needs to be something stiff, not a fluffy brush. Go ahead and open, Mom. Okay, so now that gave us definition that almost makes it look like she's wearing mascara at this point. No, she's not, but it kind of, now when she go ahead and look down again. When she looks down, when she's going to be blinking, when she's interacting with people, you're going to notice that little sheen on her eyelid. And that little sheen is going to keep people's attention on her eyes, even when she's blinking and her eyes are not open. That is kind of why you see makeup artists apply a shimmer shadow right to the apex of the eyelid. It's because it mimics the light that's reflecting from your eyeball when your eyes are closed. And it keeps people just instinctively grounded on your eyeballs so that they don't lose attention. All right, so we're going to take, did you have a question?
Yeah, CCM said, I just found you. What is the blackout eyeliner / cream that you use?
From the video recently with me in the pink top, is that what she's talking about? That is our brow pencil. And we're not going to apply that to my mom today, but I'm going to apply it a little bit later when I do my demo. So we can definitely talk about that. But it's our brow pencil. It's we call it the brow pencil, but it's also a tight liner. It's an eyeliner. It's a shadow. It can be a lot of different things. And as a pro, I found myself using one product for 5 different jobs. And I was like, why don't people do this? Oh, it's because big makeup companies want to sell you as many products as they can, intentionally confusing you so that you end up buying a Barbie doll collection instead of buying what you actually need and can learn how to use. So our brow pencil has many different jobs, and it is the perfect color of brown to do a blackout lid.
What if you are cool toned and not warm? Do you have any cool toned makeup?
Yes, but here's the thing. In my 25-year career, I never once based a decision off of somebody's undertone. I never looked at, and you can say what you want about whether or not you think I'm a good makeup artist, but I was very successful for 25 years. I never once looked at somebody and thought, she has cool undertones, therefore I'm going to use X, Y, and Z. I used I used the same products on everybody, whether they were warm, olive, neutral, ivory, pink. It did not matter. Every cool toned people need to learn how to successfully warm up their skin, because nobody wants to look cold. It's considered cold. It's off-putting. It's not what humans reward as, and that doesn't mean that you're off-putting because you have not cool undertones. It really just means that there's a disconnect between what people see in their face and what they see in the rest of their body. More than likely, if you held your arm up to your naked face, your arm would appear more yellow undertone and your face would appear more pink undertone. And those pinks are making you think that you're cool. Maybe your eyes are light green or blue, and that also makes you think cool. So you read a magazine article somewhere that said that you're a cool tone person, or you're a summer or winter or spring or fall or whatever it is. And it's all just kind of a bunch of crap. And it is, according to me, because I never relied on that. So do we have cool tone products? Yes. On Friday, we're actually coming out with a cool contour color, but not because we can't sell our warm color or our neutral color to everybody else. It's just an option. And everybody who is warm can wear the cool toned one, and everybody who is cool toned can wear the cool toned one. So you just put yourself in a pigeonhole because of somebody telling you that you're cool toned. But I guarantee, unless you are one out of 100 who have a truly ivory undertone or a truly pink undertone running throughout their entire body, your arms and your chest are probably more yellow based than your face, and you're just picking your makeup for your face. But then if you do that, your face is going to look detached from the rest of your body every time you do your makeup. So that's how you get those photos where your face looks very ashen against the rest of your body. And when you notice other makeup artists on social media put foundation on their face and you see them apply it to their face and you're like, that is not the color of their face. They know that. They don't want the color of their face. They want to improve the color of their face. They want to pick a designer color and turn their face that color because it's going to work with the rest of their body. It's going to work with the blush and the highlight and the contour that they're going to do. So it makes sense in the end to change your face color instead of matching your face color. Because if you're just matching it, you're not making an improvement. You're just pinking out your face. In the case of a cool toned person, often. At least that's what I have found. So let me know if you can tell me about your arms and your chest versus your face. You could be one of the exceptions. I did come across them occasionally, and I would have to make some adjustments to their makeup. I never had to use a different foundation. I would just use more of the lightener than I would anything else. So I still never bought 15 foundations. I literally just bought 3. I bought a really dark one, a really light one, and a medium. And I was able to get a blend for everybody based off of that.
What did you just use on her eyes?
That was the Bronze Cream Shadow, which we don't flash sale by itself, but we do have it in a bundle with the brow pencil and this eye brush. And our brow pencil, which is also the tight liner, and that is no good anymore. Let's see, where is our brow pencil? Nope, that's a purple. Did I just run out of my brow pencil? It kind of looks that way. Let me grab another one.
Are your children been in here?
Have they been in here? They would not probably use this, but maybe only because they don't know about it.
Oh.
As soon as they find out, I'm toast. Okay, so this is the brow pencil, and I'll just put a little bit, close your eyes, right at her lash line just to show you. So if you wanted these 3 products, we will flash sale the Smoky Eye Bundle.
$49
for those 3 products. That's the flash sale. That's a good deal. Okay, go ahead and open. So you can see there, go ahead and lower your chin just a little bit. You see the extra definition that we got out of this eye. It's going to lengthen the eye a little bit this way, where this eye is going to remain a little bit more, look, like, there you go. This eye looks a little bit more rounded. This eye looks a little bit more lean and long. So long eyes are considered or rewarded by humans as exotic and beautiful. Round eyes are rewarded as cute. Both have merit, so choose the one that works best for you or whatever your goal is for your look. I'm always going to choose the long exotic eye, but you can see what that did there. So a lot of people think that adding eyeliner, especially if you have small eyes, is not ideal because it's going to make your eyes look smaller. What it actually does is it makes the flesh around your eyes look smaller, and it puts more focus on your eyeballs. So your eyeballs, you can't really change the size of it, but you can minimize the flesh around your eyes. And that is the disconnect where people think that I can't do a smoky eye or I can't wear eyeliner because my eyes are too small, and it makes them look smaller. It really doesn't. You're just seeing yourself the way that you see yourself instead of the way that other people see you. You can create, and if you're using black all the way around, that's probably just too much. You're definitely creating more contrast there than what is the whites of the eyes to the iris. That should be the greatest contrast, which is why we choose a dark brown and not a black, because it's just softer and it allows your eyeballs to do the speaking instead of the makeup to do the talking. Go ahead and close. We'll add a little bit of this to the other eye. And she doesn't really need any tight lining because somehow, Mother, why is this true for you? Because it's not true for me. But like your upper membrane does not hang down at all. Like you can barely see it. I don't think that's fair. I think I got robbed. All right, so let's apply some mascara, and then we're gonna do lips, and then we are done. And you're gonna do what? Go to the bar? You're gonna go out for the rest of the?
I really have nothing to do.
She's always gonna be in the pool, actually.
Let's see, I got hair all over you. Okay.
I think I got my own hair all over me.
Probably so. All right, so go ahead and look right at my eyes. Blink anytime you need to, just don't look up. So we're gonna wiggle at the base of the lashes and then move this to the tip. Then do the middle, wiggle at the base, move toward the tip. Little bitty lashes. Didn't you tell me that you put Nair on your eyebrows and it made your eyelashes fall out?
Yes, when I lost all my eyebrows too, in Girl Scout camp.
Oh, how old were you?
12, 11.
Oh my gosh, that's a nightmare. And it never grew back?
Yeah, we all looked like little ghost people. There was a whole bunch of us that did it.
Look right in my eyes?
You weren't very smart.
I don't have my glasses. Hopefully I don't poke you in the eye.
Yeah, please don't.
I literally cannot see. Can you look back toward the mirror instead of at me? There you go. Now I can see. Yeah, we need to send you home with some of this mascara too. I don't know if you ever wear mascara, but
yeah, I do.
It does give your lashes.
On Thursday when I go bowling. And sometimes to bingo.
Sometimes to bingo. Okay. Whoa, all right. We're going to use our little Esom T11 brush to do some bottom mascara. Just because we put that little bit of color on the bottom of her lid as well. There we go. Just going to complete the eye look, which is a very... So this was the eye look that I did for anybody that sat in my chair and said, I don't care what you do. You're the makeup artist. Like, you do what you think is going to look best on me. And I think those people all thought that I was going to look at their undertone, look at their eye color, look at their face shape, look at their hair color, and make some kind of formula in my head that an algorithm was going to be running through my blonde brain, and I was going to come up with some kind of special concoction just for them. I didn't. It was pretty much the same on anybody who said that to me, because I knew that the bronze smoky eye looked great on everybody, and nobody ever noticed. I would do it on 6 people, and nobody ever said, you used the same makeup on her that you used on me, because when they looked in the mirror, they didn't see the makeup. They only saw themselves, and nobody ever connected the dots. Like, literally, in 25 years, I would do sometimes 8 or more faces in one Saturday, and nobody ever said, why did you use the exact same products on her that you used on me? It just never happened. So I just figured out that it looked great on everybody. And because the bronze is a dark brown, it defines the eyes. But because it's also got shimmer to it, or a sheen, quite a bit of sheen to it, a pearlescence to it, it also reflects light. So it absorbs light and it reflects light, which is very unique. And it's very powerful, so you get that kind of defined look, but it doesn't look vampy. It doesn't look too dark. I mean, it barely looks like she has eye makeup on at all. It looks pretty much flesh colored all around her eyes, so that the greatest contrast on her face is the whites of the eyes to the iris. So that is the magic. It's not in the application. It's a very simple, I mean, you watched me just kind of slap it on there. I didn't blend very much. I mean, it's important to blend the crease color. Like, that's probably the hardest skill of anything that we do, is just learning how to make that rainbow shape and then move it upward toward the brow in a way that makes it look soft and ombre and not too much like a stripe of color on the eyelids. So once you get that, the rest should come very, very easily.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Okay, so for lips, I think we're just going to do the dark nude liner on you. So keep your lips together. Resist the urge to open them up and to try to kind of help me. We're just going to go around the outside edge of the lips, and we're staying on the outside edge, not underneath the pink. So we want to straddle the pencil between the pink of the lips and the beige of the face. And sometimes I would spend more time doing lips than I would on somebody's eyes. But not today. This is easy. And you don't need to worry about getting into the corners. That's usually a pitfall for a lot of people, is that your lip liner going into the corners is often giving away the lip liner effect, and it doesn't look natural. So just skip the corners. And then we're going to apply a gloss to the edge right on top of the lip liner, and then we'll take that gloss to the middle. Get a little bit more onto the brush, and when you apply your gloss with a brush, you're going to get a cleaner line around the edge and a thinner amount of gloss that's a little bit more even, making it last a lot longer. So the thinner the layer of gloss is, the longer it lasts. The thicker it is, the more gravity will affect it and pull it off of your face. So our gloss is very viscous. We have a lot of people, I think, compare our gloss to glosses like this, which they call a lip oil. It's not a lip oil at all, by the way. But they call it a lip oil. It's a genius marketing term to make you think that you're getting something different than a lip gloss. But this is super thin. It's very goopy and gloppy. You can see it kind of hanging off of the fat little pillow, and people love this fat little pillow. They love this is made for people who want to be seen wearing and using. This is the only Dior thing that they can afford. Okay, so they want people to see that they have it, and they want to apply their lip gloss over and over again. If that isn't you, and it's not me, because I want to put it on one time in the beginning of the day, and I don't want to think about it for the rest of the day. Maybe one other time I might be willing to reapply my lip gloss, but I'm definitely not a junkie needing to do it every 10 minutes. That's just not my lifestyle. But When I was 20, it might have been. So if you only want to apply your lip gloss once, a pro formula like ours is going to feel very viscous. It's very thin. And so a lot of people tell us, I don't feel like there's anything in the lip gloss container. There's plenty in there, and you're going to need such a small amount, and it's going to stretch across your entire lip, and that's what you want. So try not to compare our lip gloss to the lip oils that are super gloopy, gloppy, super shiny. Ours is formulated to last for up to 6 hours, as long as you're not eating a hamburger in that 6 hours.
Because the bun will take it off.
Yes, the bun will take it off. You will leave it all on your bun, and the grease too. Like that. Yeah. That's what's going to give you some issues. But Mom, you look so pretty.
Thank you.
Look at you. You're absolutely stunning. And I feel
Where
like.
Can we go?
Well, I'm going to be here for another 2 hours, so you're on your own. Cibolo awaits you. I don't know. I don't know where you're going to go. You might be able to wake Georgia up and get her to go out to eat with you or something.
Oh, good luck with that.
I have not seen that kid all day long. Is her car still in the driveway?
Yeah, or it was when I got here.
Yeah, she's still in bed. I haven't seen her walk by yet. So it's 3:40.
Well, thank you.
3:40. You're welcome.
I might go to Bourbon and Branch.
Okay.
For music.
Yeah, you should. You look fantastic. Thank you for being our model today. And
thank you for having me. Thank you for doing my makeup.
Of course. Of course. I mean, it's so easy. Like, it just makes such a huge impact. And I think it's really important for people to see that the texture in your skin just doesn't matter when you learn to look at yourself the way that other people see you. When I think about Oma, like, I don't think about how wrinkled she was. I just think about her piercing blue eyes. And she never wore eye makeup. She wore a little bit of powder and lipstick, but it all pointed right to her eyes. And that's like, if somebody had asked me, how many wrinkles did your grandma have? I would be like, I'm sure she had them. I just don't remember that. Like, that's not what I remembered looking at. I was always looking into her eyes. And that's the only thing that I remember seeing. So it does make a big difference to learn to see yourself the way that other people see you, no matter what your big issue is on your face. When you learn to make your eyes the center of attention and the commanding force on your face, it keeps people's attention, and who you are is all that really matters. It's not about what's going on your face. So hope that encourages you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
I'm going to get to work here. And
okay.
Tabitha's still chained up behind the curtain.
She's still here.
She's not wearing chains.
I actually have a little bit of makeup on already. Should I take it off or should I just go over it? Oh, I got crooked. I should just go over it. This is actually yesterday's makeup. I'm not gonna lie. It's the new setting spray. Like, I mean, usually my makeup looks fine the next day, but it doesn't usually. I usually still take it off and reapply if I'm gonna apply it that day. But this morning I was like, it literally looks the exact same as it did yesterday. So I'm not taking it off until I have to. So this is the moment where I'm deciding whether or not I have to. So you guys can tell me what you think, if I should have to take this off.
Okay.
All right. I love you.
I
Bye.
love you too.
I'll see you soon. Saturday.
I'm going to get some taco to go.
Oh yeah. Please take as much as you want. There are some to-go containers. Baggies. Okay. Baggy's fine. All right. You don't need my help. And she unpacked this entire house, so she knows where everything is.
I know there was a while we were calling her like, where do we find?
I know, because when I moved to this house, I hired packers. I will never do that again. Do you know? Has anybody ever hired packers?
Try military packers. They're way worse.
Oh my gosh. Tabitha, you should have warned me. Like, it was so traumatic for me. Like, it was a very trying time in my life because my late husband had just passed away, and then we moved. And we moved very quickly from the home that we were in where he passed away. We wanted to get out of that house and be in a new house in a new chapter. And just, so we were only in that old house for like 5 or 6 months. And we moved to this house and we hired packers, and they would wrap our canned food our cans of food, they would wrap it up in paper, each can individually, and then you have to unwrap it, and then you have this it created so much trash. And I have a lot of issues around trash. My mom and I have tried to work through where those come from, and we have some theories, but I have major issues around trash management, and I should have been in waste management. Anyway, when we got here, I started opening up the boxes to start putting things away, and realized like I can't handle this. Like I can't deal with so much wrapping around every single little thing. Like they packed up some of our trash. Mm-hmm. Like they wrapped trash, like boxes of macaroni. They would wrap it. Like we only moved like 2 miles away. It was absolute insanity. And I called my mom. I was like, I can't do this. And she was like, just calm down. I'll come and unpack it. She had everything unpacked in like a day and a half. But now she knows where everything is. And she did a much better job of like putting stuff in the kitchen in a place where it made sense for it to go than I would have done. Because the kitchen is much larger than anything I had before. So I would have screwed that up big time. But anyway. All right, enough about my moving experience and packers. I still have boxes in this house that have not been unpacked because...
someone said take off the makeup so we can see start to finish.
Okay.
And that'd be good because we can talk about skincare again.
Yes, we will talk about skincare again. I'm just going to use a makeup remover wipe to remove my makeup so I don't have to go to the sink and do... And by the way, this is often what I do when I do videos. On Tuesdays, I usually do my content. And sometimes I have to take off my makeup. If I screw up a video, like I have to take off all the makeup and start all over again, which inevitably happens 2 or 3 times on Tuesdays. So I will use a makeup wipe, but in the morning, I do use my Science of Pretty skincare. And I always apply the hydration trio after I use one of these. So pretend that you're not seeing this and that I'm using the double cleansing set. All right, so there we go. There is my pink cool undertoned face next to my yellow body. Like I still want to know if you have cool undertones. Have you compared your face to your body, and would you say that your body is yellow and your face is pink? Because in my career, I noticed that was true for most people who would consider themselves a cool undertone. So now I'm going to do the hydrating trio before I put anything else on. I made fun of my mom, but I'm pretty sure I made just now the exact same face that she did as soon as I sprayed it on. Georgia, I think it's in my room. Is it your the one that we both have?
It's the diffuser. Yeah.
I think my diffuser's in the bottom drawer. You can use mine. And you can have mine. I don't need it. I don't ever use it. She's very emotional. She just woke up, 3:45. I don't know. She should be pretty well rested. Okay, so a little bit of our barrier protection oil. This has the bakuchiol in it and the prickly pear extract that you definitely don't want to not have on your face, because this means that you do not have to use a retinol or a tretinoin. It's going to have the exact same effects. And then just to show y'all, because we were talking about it earlier, I'm going to use 1 pump of the Step 1 oil cleanser, and I'm going to put this right on top of everything after I am done. And this, I also do this in the winter time when my skin gets a little bit drier than normal. I don't usually need to do it in the summer, but if I had oily skin or acneic skin, I would definitely apply this as often as I could. So adding this to the end, you can replace the barrier protection oil with this if you want, if it feels like too much. But again, you really want to get the benefits of the bakuchiol in here because it has magic powers. It is the exact same effect on skin as retinol. So it reduces fine lines and it reduces hyperpigmentation. So there we go. Now I am back to clean faced, and we can see the transformation that we're going to see later when we get to the makeup. And I'm going to do some lazy girl makeup first, and then I'll do basically the same thing that I did on my mom. And we might add, I'll ask you guys what you want to see, but we might make it a little bit more dramatic. So let's go back to talking about skincare. The most important thing that you do is to get the mask off of your face. And the mask on your face is the silicone buildup and the dead skin cell buildup. After 40, your skin cell turnover slows down considerably, meaning that your skin cells die, but they don't fall off. They just stay clung to your face. God bless you. Are you okay?
Yeah, Jen said, when you say that antioxidants protect from the sun, do you mean actually preventing the burn or helping the healing?
No, antioxidants are going to do the cleanup work. They are going to repair sun damage. They're not going to be your sunblock. So sunblock is zinc, which non-nano zinc is really the only thing that you need to be looking for when it comes to sunblock. Anything that is chemical, if it's octinoxate, octocrylate, oxybenzone, homosalate, or avobenzone, all of those are chemicals. They are proven carcinogenic and endocrine disruptors. Get those out of your house. Do not put them on your kids. Do not use anything aerosol in the form of sunscreen. Don't buy anything over the counter. Like Tabitha and I went one day to the drugstore and looked for anything that only had zinc in it at the drugstore, and we could only find 2, and they were about $20 or $30 each. So families with a lot of kids are not going to spend $20 or $30 on one can of sunscreen, which really irritates me because all of the other ones have oxybenzone, octinoxate, octocrylate, avobenzone, and homosalate, and sometimes all 5 of them. So nothing that you're going to be getting at the drugstore, with the exception of those 2, is going to be worth a crap. So, and there are a lot of brands, one that has a blue and yellow label and a lot of different sunscreen options and is very, very popular. I'm not going to say the brand, but you might know what I'm talking about because it rhymes with soup, at least the second word of the brand does. They have some zinc-only sunscreens. But if you think that that brand is all clean, you are mistaken. If you look up, most of their products have chemical sunscreens in them. Yep.
Couple things. Did we ever set a giveaway goal? I know we talked about it.
Yes, we set it for 30,000.
Where are we at?
We are at 19.5.
Okay. Terry said, can you put that list on your website so when I go look for sunscreen, I know what to look for?
Yes.
And I just would need you to voice text it to me because I don't know how to spell anything you said. And then I can add it for sure.
I tease her because she grew up in California and they don't teach spelling there. They don't teach spelling.
Nope.
They teach berry picking and questionable
surfing.
politics and surfing. Yes.
Avobenzene is so bad for extensions as well. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it's those chemicals are considered cosmetically elegant. They're very inexpensive. They don't change the formula. They're super easy for manufacturers to add in to an existing formula, and it doesn't change it at all. So you can add chemicals to your makeup and now say, this makeup also has all the sunscreen that you need in it. By the way, ours has zinc in it. And do you know how hard it is to get zinc into a formula that doesn't dry your skin? Zinc is a natural astringent. It is very drying. If you've ever noticed that sunscreen tends to make your skin feel dry, it's because, and it has zinc in it, it's because zinc is an astringent. So when you put it into makeup, you have to work very hard to formulate that makeup to counteract the drying nature. So it often has to be formulated with aloe and a lot of oils and things that are going to make it. So these 2 are the only good ones that I know of that have gone to the trouble and the expense, this is why these are not cheap, to add a zinc-based formula to a cosmetic and not to cheap out and go the chemical route. it's all about their profit margin, and we don't care. We don't have a board of directors. We don't have a bank loan. We don't have a big company that's bankrolling us. This is all my personal money. And our manufacturer, by the way, is in Dallas, Texas. We're in San Antonio, Texas, and we are both woman-owned and family-run businesses, and our manufacturer has been doing clean makeup and skincare since 1987. So since before it was a cool thing to do. Yep.
Patty says Super Goop unscreen has chemicals even though it's advertised as clean. Yep.
Thank you, Patty. I knew I could count on you. I can't say that, but you can.
Speaking of, is that still recording? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Your son's
Blah.
Step 2 cleanser refill packs available.
Oh, yay. Right now?
Yeah, they can get it not on TikTok, but.
Okay. Oh, so, okay. Yeah. We just got word just now, if you're watching, not here, but in the site in bio, we have our Step 2 refill pack available. So I know a lot of you have been waiting for that. Step 2 is the water-based cleanser of the double cleansing duo. And that was the last one that we were waiting for. But I will have you know that we have already ordered all of the others for restock. So within the next 10 days, hopefully 10 days, could be 14 days. We haven't gotten word back on how long it's going to take. So
which one?
For all the rest of them to restock.
I was going to say, if they want to wait to get it on TikTok, they can do that probably Friday. We can put it in stock there.
The other ones?
No, Step 2.
Oh, okay. If you want to buy it off of TikTok, if TikTok is giving you a coupon or a promotion, sometimes they do that aside from anything that we're offering. We'll probably have that available on Friday. So today's Wednesday, day after tomorrow. That'll probably be available here on TikTok if you don't want to go to our site in bio. Hopefully you know what that means. There's a bio here and there's a site listed there. But we don't want to send you away from TikTok. So we are happy for you to stay here for now, and just make note that Step 2 refill packs are now available in the site in bio. So that's super exciting. Okay, where was I? Sorry that y'all have to deal with my absent-mindedness. I stayed very focused while my mom was here. Now that she's gone, I'm like, I don't know. I feel untethered. That was so fun. Like, she just has such a great face. Like, she's pretty without makeup, but like with makeup, like she just transforms, and it's those eyes. Like, her eyes are absolutely magnetic. Thank you so much.
Patty said, yes, I know. I ordered 2 of the refill packs.
Oh, only 2?
That's
okay.
it.
I mean, are you feeling a little stingy there, Patty? I mean, you're not going to order 6 or 7?
Jen said, Costco has Badger Adventures sunscreen with only 4 ingredients: zinc, sunflower oil, and beeswax.
Oh, I haven't heard of that. Zinc
and vitamin E oil.
Okay, that sounds fantastic. Do you know what the price point is on that? Because and does it come in like a 2-pack? Because I'm definitely going to go to Costco and check it out. I need to go to Costco anyway because I need a new bin for all of my 4th of July decorations. And I need wine. And that's where I buy wine in bulk.
My neighbor next door, when I went to his pool the other day, I was like, oh, I have Prosecco if you guys like that. And he was like, girl, we get that at Costco.
Yeah,
yes,
the Costco Prosecco is like $4.99. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, and he said, he's like, we're gay. Of course we do. I'm sorry.
I love your neighbor.
I love him. I love them so much.
I mean, they have been such a huge... Wasn't he the guy that came over like the day that you moved in and was like, hey, if you need anything, just let me know. And
he's like, do you need help moving? And we're like...
Yeah, literally help them move it. Who does that? Who helps people move in without them begging you and threatening you within, you know...
He's like, I'm working from home, but I'm not in any meetings. You want me to come with? We're like, yeah.
That's amazing.
And he has a pool. Like, what could be better?
I know. Now you don't have to get a pool.
I know. It's great. Jen said they're 2 for $30. They're 3 ounces each.
Oh, okay. That's fantastic. I have been using a brand that I found here on TikTok called Grounded Labs. And it's a pump spray. It's not an aerosol. It's a pump spray, but it rubs in really clean. So you don't have to continue to rub and rub and rub. So it's beef tallow, zinc, And there are 2 other ingredients. I can't remember what they are, and I don't have it in front of me because it's still in my beach bag because I was just at the beach. But it worked beautifully.
Add it here and they can look at it.
Okay, yeah, we can add it here, and you can take a look. But yes, that is definitely the way to go. While we were fishing over the holiday weekend, I noticed that our fishing guide had some aerosol sunscreen, and I'm still battling my internal self because I didn't say anything to him.
Yeah.
And I felt so like
That's me
it was
and
just
Andrew
such
anytime.
I know, like Todd doesn't believe that people can sell things that are bad for you.
Yeah.
So he still uses fragranced trash bags and still uses deodorant that has aluminum in it, and still like he just doesn't believe that any of that is bad for you. That it could, how could it possibly be bad for you if they can sell it?
Yeah. Andrew sprayed himself, and then he came over here, and I was like, "You better not get in her pool with that stuff on. She gonna kill you."
I'll see it floating on top. Yeah, I will come for you. I probably wouldn't have noticed, but yeah, I mean, that if it can kill a coral reef, it can kill you. So it's so bad, and I will tell anybody who's willing to listen to me here. But when I found myself faced like with an individual, I chickened out. I didn't say anything to him, and I feel like now I need to text him and be like, I just need you to know
He's gonna
something.
think you're crazy.
I know he is. That's why I didn't say anything, because he's gonna think I'm crazy.
Do you have a great aluminum-free deodorant with moisture control?
We do not, but we have talked about it with our manufacturer. Their biggest concern is that it would be very expensive. So we need to know how much y'all are willing to pay for a good deodorant, because they could make us one. It just won't be cheap. So because we can't order 10,000 units of anything, we're only ordering in the hundreds. We just don't have very many options, and the manufacturer is doing such a small batch that they can't buy in bulk, which makes their price cheaper, and know that it's all going to get used up. Like it doesn't make good business sense for some products that are just gonna. I mean, a deodorant would probably cost $30. So I need to know, like, are y'all willing to pay $30 for a deodorant? I paid $30 for
That's how much the wild
dishwasher
ones are.
tabs that are clean. What's that?
The wild ones, have you seen those?
No, I have
They're
not seen
refillable.
Wild.
They're
No.
refillable at Target and like a couple other places. But that's what I buy, and they're like $30. Yeah.
I have like 4 that I run through. I will say my favorite brand is Madame Lemmy out of California. Hang on, let me get this out of here. This is probably my favorite deodorant because I love the packaging is A+. It's all cardboard, so no plastic. They're very committed to being clean, and it comes with this adorable little puff, and it's in a screen. So you kind of dip the puff like this, and then you pat it on. So it's a powder deodorant. It doesn't leave anything. It comes in natural scents, so no fragrance. It's lime, rose, or lavender, and they might have some new scents now, but this one has been my favorite. But there are times that I just find myself not wanting to go to the trouble to use the puff, and I'm just looking for something to slap on. So I have a few others, but this one's definitely my favorite. So I have this in they've sent these to me, so I have quite a few of them, and I really love this brand. And this is probably close to $30. I don't remember how much it is because I didn't have to pay for it, but it's not cheap. And I mean, this packaging, if we did something, it would not be this fancy. But that's the only product that they make as far as I am aware. And they did come out with a stick, a cream stick that's not a powder. I did not like that as much as the powder. And I like that powder can be used in other parts, and that it's super clean. And I'm pretty sure it's arrowroot based also, and it may not have baking soda in it. I know that baking soda is a problem for a lot of people after a while. There are some deodorants that if I continue to use it for too long, like the Native one, if I use it for too long, then it starts to irritate my skin underneath my arms. So then I just have to switch to a different brand. So anyway, that's how I ended up with probably 5 different brands, but Madame Lemmy is definitely my favorite. Okay, so back to skincare. We were starting to talk about the crust on your face. Dead skin cells build up over time, and if you're not doing quite a bit of work to remove those dead skin cells. The buildup is there, and it's affecting the way that your makeup applies. It's affecting what you see in the mirror. It's making your fine lines look like deeper wrinkles. So the buildup is creating this line of depth. When you get rid of that buildup, it goes back to being a very fine line. So you will see a big difference. Is it affecting the wrinkles themselves? No, it's removing the buildup, which is making the added volume of the wrinkle disappear. So it's kind of a trick of the eye, but it's also removing a lot of buildup. So the skincare that you're using is going to be able to penetrate your skin much better when you don't have the buildup, and your makeup is going to go on much smoother. So whenever somebody asks me if I'm going to start with Science and Pretty and do one bundle, skincare or makeup, what should I do? I always say the exfoliation trio is the first thing that you should start with, because it's going to give you the biggest impact immediately. It's going to build the most faith in us. Like you're gonna trust me once you try it. Even if you only try the at-home version, which you can do, we have 2 pinned videos in the bio, which will tell you how to do the at-home exfoliation trio with sugar, honey, milk, and rice. And you'll need something to grind up the rice with. I use a coffee grinder. I do not recommend a food processor. It is very labor intensive. Ask me how I know. But a coffee grinder works great to blend up the rice. So rice has ferulic acid in it, and rice is the primary ingredient in the 2 scrubs that you use in our step 1 and step 2. So that is a huge benefit. But if you're going to use ours, you should also know some of the other ingredients that are in it. It has bamboo, it has turmeric, it has pineapple enzymes, and it has aspen bark as the preservative, which is also beneficial to the skin. So it's a very simple formula for both of these. One is a heavy grit, one is a light grit, and then this is an acid toner. So you do this for 3 days in a row, then you do it once or twice a week. And if you have rosacea, we just heard from somebody who has rosacea who used it twice in a week, and that was way too much for her. So we recommended that she go back to applying a little bit of extra step 1, which we're going to talk again about. If you're new and have just joined us, we'll talk about what step 1 is. So this is kind of the in-between. This is the exfoliation. Before exfoliation, you'll cleanse, and after exfoliation, you'll do our hydrating trio. But we like to start with this because it is really what's going to allow this other skincare to be super beneficial and actually reach your face. So no matter what you're using, if you have a buildup of dead skin cells and silicone buildup from the makeup that you've been wearing, which is inevitably silicone based, then you don't know really what you even look like. I know that sounds crazy, but you don't. Like, what you're seeing in the mirror is not your real face. If you have been using vitamin C treatments and dermaplaning and microdermabrasion and you're going to the med spa, then you probably are doing an okay job of exfoliating. And you might still decide to do this instead of paying for those treatments, because those treatments can set you back a few days and make you look a little bloody and a little crusty. If you're doing a chemical peel or a laser peel, you can look terrible for up to 2 full weeks. I did a halo laser over 2 years ago, and it took me 13 days to recover, and my face looked it's in here. If you scroll back, you can see about 2 years. You'll have to scroll 2 years back, but you can see my face was really, really swollen and very crusty, and it brings all the darkness to the top of your skin, so you look very freckly. But it was worth it. But it was $1,800, and it took me 13 days to heal. This is $69 when you buy it on our flash sale right now instead of $79, and it will last you 90 days, and it puts all of the ability to resurface your skin in your hands at your time frame with no downtime and with very little money. If you think about $69 spread over 9 months, I mean, come on, you may not need to go to a med spa like that. That's what I'm suggesting, is that you try something like this before you decide if you need to do something serious, because you might not need to. If you're thinking about doing a chemical peel or a laser, you might not have to if you just start here.
What about help remove freckles?
It can lighten up a lot of hyperpigmentation, just exfoliation, because of just the layering on of dead skin cells that are building up and making that hyperpigmentation look a lot darker. It's not going to make it completely go away. So I can't say that it's going to get rid of freckles. It can lighten up sun damage, melasma. It can get rid of milia. But it's not going to completely rid you. It's just going to lighten those effects considerably. So I want to be very clear about those expectations. I'm not suggesting that it's going to get rid of freckles, but freckles are something that people are putting on their face intentionally now. So you should probably, and our makeup can cover freckles pretty easily. If you don't want to see the freckles, then Science of Pretty makeup is perfect for you, because you can build it up with as much coverage as you need to and get rid of pretty much everything on your face, including tattoos. Like, I can cover my tattoos with our makeup completely. After I had my rhinoplasty, I had deep eggplant purple bruising underneath my eyes. I was able to get rid of all of that with our makeup. So I have some skill. I'm not saying it's easy to do, but you can figure it out. And I do have videos teaching you how to do that. I did one quite recently. So there are ways to go about that, but it's not going to get rid of any of those problems. It's going to improve them considerably. So I do recommend that you take a before picture, because it's hard to remember the depth of a wrinkle or the depth of a freckle or a hyperpigmentation spot. You can very easily overlook the benefits that it has made, because it's not going to completely make it disappear. It's just going to lighten it. So if you don't have that before picture to compare it to, you might not realize how well the product is working. So I just like to encourage you, even if you're the only person that's ever going to see the before picture, it's definitely worth doing, because it will tell you to give credit where credit is due. And it'll tell you if it did nothing, then you'll know it didn't work for you, and you can let me know. But I'm pretty sure you'll see a big difference. The biggest difference that people see within the first 2 or 3 days of using the exfoliation trio and our double cleansing duo and our our hydration trio, is that you'll see the general color of your skin change. You'll go from looking kind of pink and gray to looking very golden. And that is just the added blood flow to the skin, and it makes a really big difference in that before picture and after picture. So within 72 hours, you should be able to take an after picture and compare it to your first picture. And not only will you feel a difference on your skin, especially if you've done this for those 3 days, but you'll be able to see a color difference as well. So your natural color will change considerably. It sounds hard to believe, but it's happened over and over and over again. I learned this before I ever had my own skincare brand. I used to work for another skincare company, and they are either out of business now, or their affiliate program is out of business now, but they argued with me about how to use their products. I was their #1 seller, and I had all of these before and after pictures and these testimonials from people that were just absolutely amazing. And like, you couldn't deny, I was very specific about how people take their pictures, use the same lighting, use the exact same pull all of your hair back if you changed your hair color. You want to make sure that it's a really fair before and after picture. So I had all of this proof, and they would still argue with me about how the products were to be used. And they would say, no, the serums need to go last and oils need to go before the serums. And I'm like, it does not make any sense. Oils, anyway. They're no longer in business, and I now have my own skincare, but I learned a lot from their products, because their products were very strong. They were very effective, and they were very a little dangerous almost for some people. they had a lot of active ingredients in them. And what most of you are used to, I learned this from an esthetician that I used to work with at a plastic surgeon's office when I used to teach their patients how to cover bruising and stuff. The esthetician and I made fast friends, and she had 30 years of experience, and this was 25 years ago. So I doubt she's still working in that capacity now, but maybe she is. She looked fantastic then. But she told me that they can't sell anything with an active ingredient in it where there isn't an ingredient that works against that active ingredient to neutralize it because of liability. Because most companies are just, because they're run by big board of directors, big fat men who are coming in and swinging their you know what all over the business and telling you we can't take risks here, we can't take risks here, and we have to protect our profit margin. That is what is running big cosmetics. Even the women that are involved in it are still part of that. So it was just really enlightening to hear somebody with that much experience tell me that anything that you're buying over the counter from big cosmetics is going to have an active ingredient and an inactive ingredient, and it's going to basically just make the product inert so that it doesn't really do anything except make you have a feeling. You like the smell, you like the way it feels when it goes on, you like the look of your skin right after it goes on. I mean, of course my skin looks dewy now. I just did the hydration trio 15 minutes ago. So you fall in love with the product because of those reasons, and then you assume that it's working. You don't take the before picture. You're not critically analyzing the after effects, and we're here to try to change that. So we're doing this on a small scale, but you're part of it. Patty's part of it. She's been with us since, I don't know, Patty, were you part of my very first TikTok video when I was about 85 pounds heavier and had a completely different face and different teeth? You might have been responsible for my very first video went viral that I did where I talked about makeup on TikTok. I had done some stuff told some jokes and did some silly stuff on TikTok over the 2020 when we were all being withheld from the world.
Patty said you've always been beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I've always felt beautiful. Like I've always had an insane amount of confidence, which I have clearly passed on to my children, and which I clearly got from my mother, who also is very confident. But I have done a lot of updates since that to my face. So anyway, we appreciate your support, Patty. Thank you. So exfoliation trio, definitely the place to start. $69 will last you at least 9 months, unless you're using it all over your entire body. We are not going to come out with a refill pack for this, in case anybody is wondering, because it lasts for so long. We don't feel like that's really necessary. But the rest of our skincare, the other 5 steps, we do have refill packs coming, and we just reordered them. Step 2 is the last one that we have not released yet. We just released it like literally 10 minutes ago. So on the site in bio, you can now order the Step 2 refill pack. It'll be available on this platform probably on Friday. So we will be excited to share that with you. Are we listing it now but can't flash sale it till Friday, or?
We can't, I don't want to list it until at least tomorrow, because then we have the weekend as our 3 days.
Okay, gotcha.
So we can probably list it tomorrow, but definitely Friday.
Okay.
Because we don't know shipping, and if it's not shipping until tomorrow, it's probably not going to get here until Monday.
Yeah.
And she does ship orders on Monday, but we don't know what time it'll get here Monday.
Yeah, that's right. So if it doesn't get here till late, then we're outside of our 3 days. Okay, yep. That makes sense. Okay. So yes, we have our double cleanser. These are the original bottles for the double cleansing, and then we have the refill packs that will look like this. So it'll be 2.5 times the amount that comes in the bottle, and you'll be able to refill your bottle. So this is very exciting because step 2 just came out. That's the last one that we were waiting for. We have been sold out of the other refill packs, but we just reordered them. So they'll be coming back in the next 10 days or so. So those are coming, and we'll have hopefully all 5 available at once, which will be amazing. We really were not sure how you guys were going to feel about this because these refill packs are expensive because it's 2.5 times the amount of product that's in the bottles. So inevitably they are more expensive, but it turns out you guys would really rather have the refill pack than order the bottles over and over again, which makes this much more sustainable. It makes us super happy, and it makes it much easier for you guys. So we appreciate y'all telling us that you wanted these. We appreciate our manufacturer for making it happen. And really it didn't take them long to figure it out. Like we had kind of been pressing for it, and they were like, we haven't done that. But we have a lot of other clients that are asking for it. So we're going to figure it out. And they did. They figured it out. And we are super proud of them for that. We actually went up to the manufacturing facility recently and did a live from the workroom where the 4 employees were actually filling our refill packs, and we got to show you guys what that looks like from behind the scenes. We had to wear face masks and hairnets and smocks, and like it's all super sanitary, and it was very cool. A lot of people asked, like, why are y'all dressed like that? And they were like, well, because this is kind of a big deal. Like, we can't have any contamination. We can't have skin cells getting into it. We can't have hair getting into it. So for someone who used to own a catering business, I was pretty impressed at the dedication to their sanitary efforts. But let's talk a little bit about double cleansing. If you missed us at the beginning of my mom who just left us, we did the Science of Pretty 5-step skincare system and the exfoliation system on her, had her do it so that she could experience it. She uses our hydration trio, but she's never used our cleansing because she doesn't really wear makeup or clean her face, except for, in the shower. So, anyway, I'm not going to go there, but it's why I didn't clean my face for the longest time either. Like, she was just never into like skincare. So this is an oil-based cleanser followed by a water-based cleanser. And our oil-based cleanser is something that I am really, really proud of because it has jojoba oil as the primary ingredient, where most other oil cleansers are going to be using a oil that is not molecularly similar to sebum. And so when you use jojoba oil on your skin detects what it thinks is sebum. So it does not produce sebum. When you wash all of the sebum off of your face, your skin reproduces it in overdrive because it panics, because your skin is not just your largest organ, it's also part of your immune system. And it needs a waterproof barrier in order for it to function as the waterproof barrier that it is. It's kind of its primary function, is to hold water inside of your body so that it doesn't get depleted and to limit toxins and intrusions into your body. And it's a very complicated, it's kind of it's the ocean of the body that we have not fully discovered yet. So skin is kind of the last frontier that, maybe not the last, but it's one of the last that is still somewhat misunderstood by science. Like, we still don't have it figured out. As a matter of fact, there's a study that I read recently that showed that just recently they came out with the technology to be able to slice a skin cell into or like slice skin itself into a really, really thin layer that allowed them to see these like hairpin like shapes of skin where it bonds with itself like this, which allows its flexibility. It was just something that we didn't know until like, I don't know, maybe in the last 3 years. I don't remember when the study was done, but it was fairly recent. And that just was like not known until we had the ability to look closely and to slice skin that finely and to see that it has this structure that is hairpin-like, and that is part of its mystery of how it works. So we're still learning about skin, but you know who has known a lot more about it than we have for a very long time? Koreans. and also a lot of other countries. America is very reluctant to rely on anyone else's research. We are very arrogant in our approach to science, and we tend to discount everybody else. And if it's not an American study done by an American group to our standards, then we disregard it. So never mind the centuries of Chinese medicine that have proven to be super effective, or the centuries of Korean skincare that have proven to be effective, and they look way better than we do and have much more technological advances in that department than we do, and are using ancient ingredients way more than we do. We tend to rely on the ones that are coming from big pharma and big oil because that we care a lot more about profit margin than we do about effectiveness over here. And we have people that are lobbying to make sure that that never changes. So it's not going to change easily. It's going to be a hard fight, and we need people like you to start insisting on better practices in skincare and makeup. So jojoba oil, known around the world to be perfect oil for all types of skincare. So whether you have mature skin, acneic skin, dry skin, oily skin, men's skin, rosacea skin, sensitive skin, it doesn't matter. Jojoba oil is an ideal oil for all skin types. And the other ingredient that I want to point out, there's two other ones, royal jelly and tiger's grass. Royal jelly comes from the worker bees. It is a substance that is known around the world as a, if you eat this, you will live forever. I'm not going to go that far or make that claim, but it's one of the mysteries around royal jelly is that it is known for its longevity. But for skin, it has 4 out of the 5 vitamins that your skin needs. It has vitamin A, which is retinol. It has vitamin B, which is niacinamide. It has vitamin C, which is ascorbic acid, vitamin E, which is tocopherol, and the only one it's missing is vitamin K, which is in our last step of our skincare, our barrier protection oil. So this is going to give you basically freedom from having to buy a bunch of other products. And this is a lot of products. So when you use the whole Science of Pretty system, it is 8 products. You're not using all 8 every single day, but you're using 5 every day. And then you're using the exfoliation once or twice a week. So it is a lot of products. But when you are layering in your skincare, the way that skin is kind of layered, it just makes sense. And your skin is able to get so much more out of it because we also don't have free radicals in any of these products. So the royal jelly has full access. The vitamins, the antioxidants that are in the vitamins are actually affecting your skin instead of combating the free radicals. If we were using mineral oil instead of jojoba oil in this, those vitamins would become inert. They wouldn't benefit your face at all because the antioxidants would be eaten up by the free radicals that were existing in the product and not existing in your face. So really good skincare that is free of petrochemicals can actually make a huge, enormous benefit in your face, which is why this is so popular, which is why I'm here and we're still here 3 years later talking about it and selling it and doing pretty well. And people are having a really great response to our products because it's so unheard of. It's so unheard of to not use a petroleum-based oil in your skincare products. Every body lotion that you're using is using a petrochemical. Probably 7 out of the 10 products that you pick up from the orange store or the black and white store that are skincare products are using something that is either silicone or petroleum based because it is so inexpensive. And when that is your primary ingredient, it makes your profit margin explode. And it allows you to spend that money on your marketing, on your packaging, on your real estate, on the personnel that is operating in the real estate. It just makes a lot more sense for big business to care less about ingredients because honestly, you don't know about ingredients and we're not demanding it. We're just happy to take whatever we can get that smells good and looks pretty and has a celebrity name attached to it. And I hope that's not you, but I know that I'm susceptible to that, and I have to be very careful because I can fall into that trap very easily. So I think if you're honest, at least in the past, that has probably been you at some point as well. And we just need to do better. We just need to demand more, and we need to open our eyes and realize that yes, they can sell us things that are very, very bad for us. And it isn't illegal to do that. In fact, we're still selling cigarettes. Okay, like just think about that for 1 second. We know, and what?
Yeah, Todd.
Yeah, Todd.
They can't sell things that aren't bad for you, Todd.
Yeah, that dip that you put in your mouth 15 times a day, very toxic, babe. Very toxic. And that is known. Like these are not like we're suspicious that this may be the case. It's known. So yes, we definitely need to be better educated about this stuff, and nobody's going to rent out a billboard and make apologies. I mean, the FDA has taken off of the safe and effective list. They have a list called the GRACE list. It's generally regarded as safe and effective.
Well, we hit our giveaway goal.
Oh, good. Yay. We will give away a siren brush. We set that one appropriately because that took a little while. That's good.
Is step 4 larger in size now, or is the bottle just different?
Step 4 is larger in size. We went from a 1 ounce jar to a 1.7 ounce jar. So now the normal one that you get from us is 1.7, and the refill pack is 2.5 times that amount, right?
2.5 times 1.7.
2.5 times 1.7. Yes, not the 1 ounce.
The 1 ounce, it's like.
So if you're only refilling this bottle, then you'll get more refills out of this than you will if you have this one. This one's pretty new. But you guys were going through this a lot faster than anything else. So, which is weird because I don't go through it that fast.
Yeah.
I go through step 1 faster than anything else. Okay. Great question. Thank you for asking. So in 2019, they actually removed oxybenzone, octinoxate, octocrylate, avobenzone, and homosalate from their safe and effective list. That doesn't mean it's illegal to sell it. It just means that they no longer regard it as safe and effective because there was too much information proving that it was carcinogenic and that those chemicals were endocrine disruptors. So they can still sell them, and they still do. They didn't rent out a billboard. They didn't do a public service announcement. They didn't take out ads in every fashion magazine. They did nothing. They did nothing. If I didn't tell you that, you would probably never know that those had been removed from the FDA safe and effective list. So nobody's coming to tell you that these, because again, lobbyists are making sure that these things stay suppressed. This is their profit margin, that they live off of this. This is where their money comes from, is making sure that we don't understand these things and that we are still fooled into believing that chemical sunscreens are going to prevent us from aging. Like, they might prevent some sun damage while they give you skin cancer. Like, come on. I mean, I can cover up sun damage with makeup. I can go have a laser treatment, have it removed right away. I can use antioxidants to reverse a lot of the damage, but you can't fix the C word. And also a lack of vitamin D. If you have a vitamin D deficiency, you are much more likely to have anxiety, depression, and cognitive impairment. So not getting some unfiltered sun is also not good for you. So we shouldn't be covering ourselves completely. We should be getting some unfiltered sun in through our eyes and through our skin. You don't have to use it it doesn't have to be through your face, but you should allow your eyes to get some unfiltered sun, and your body to get some unfiltered sun. So I use hats, and I use our foundation, and sometimes I will even use the Ilia tinted serum if the occasion calls for it. But don't get hung up in the BS that is sunscreen is going to prevent you from getting cancer. The cancer is coming from free radicals, and free radicals are primarily in petroleum products. They are in pollution, they are in pesticides, they are in highly industrialized seed oils like canola oil, and in our highly processed diet. And free radicals are basically unpaired electrons that are desperately seeking to hook up with other electrons. And if they don't get another electron, they will go and scavenge one from a healthy system in your body, pulling that electron out and causing that system to eventually collapse. The more electrons that get stolen, the more that system collapses. It's called oxidative stress. You've probably heard of it, but maybe you've never really understood exactly what's happening on a molecular level. Now you have a picture in your mind of what's happening. I picture like a pyramid of cheerleading girls, because we have cheerleading girls. And when you take out the middle base, the whole thing starts to collapse. So that's what's happening. Antioxidants are giving away free electrons. So they are the solution to the free radicals going and scavenging electrons from the healthy system in your body. So if you had an influx of antioxidants and you could decrease the amount of free radicals that you're coming into contact with, you can look younger, live longer, and be healthier. But we don't really understand what antioxidants are. We know they're good for us. We know we should be getting them, but we don't really get exactly why. So that's why. So hopefully that explains it. Yep.
Julie says it just passed 2 weeks with the makeup. It was an adjustment, but I love it.
Thank you. Thank you for saying it was an adjustment. It is. It does take, and I'd love to hear more about that if you wanna tell us, like, what was your first impression? Like, were you like, oh hell no? Were you like, okay, maybe? I would love to know, because it helps set other people's expectations accordingly. And expectations are everything. If your expectations are that this is going to be a breeze, and as soon as you get your makeup in, you're gonna look completely different, and it's gonna be amazing, and you're not gonna change anything about how you apply it, you're in for a shock. But if your expectation is that, okay, I'm really gonna need to practice this, it's gonna be a little tricky, and then you find out that it's not quite as bad as you thought, then you are happy. So I would rather your expectations be really high, that it's going to be tricky and difficult, and for you to be pleasantly surprised, than for you to think that all you have to do is replace your makeup with Science of Pretty, and that's just going to take care of the problem. It's not. You have to solve the problem. You have to get out of your bathroom. You have to practice when it doesn't matter. You have to sit down to do your makeup, and you have to use a lighted mirror. Those are the things that are going to make your makeup game so much better and make the transition to cream and wax formulas much more doable than if you don't. So tell us more if you want in the comments about your 2-week transformation, but I guarantee you'll probably be extremely pleased if you do those things first. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. I just got a note. Okay. Not sure I'm following.
So I was thinking we could do a giveaway. It seems like we have a lot of new people and a lot of new followers. So I was thinking if we did a giveaway, but a different, like, for people who have purchased, like,
okay.
Like, but I don't know what we should give away.
Should we, I mean, the Tahitian blush. I mean, we're kind of low on the Tahitian blush. That has been a really
goddess. Or what about all 3 of them?
Oh,
I mean, I think that would be
trio.
I think that would be a good encouragement.
Okay. Well, let's
give away a trio. And so maybe that'll get some people excited and want to try.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Okay. I mean, if the Stingy Stingerson back there is willing to give away a trio, and I'm like over here just thinking about one, then I guess we need to go with she's usually the miser and I'm usually the giver, but it takes both of us to make this business work, so we have to make sure that we're both paying attention.
Okay, so after this giveaway, anybody who's made a purchase during this live is going to be eligible for a free summer collection.
So do they have to go sign? By the way, for the free siren brush, it's this little ombre bag right here that you're going to go to fill out the giveaway form. And we will do a 10 minutes on that, probably down to 7 or 8 minutes now.
It's about 2 minutes, it looks like.
Oh, wow, that went fast. Okay, so hurry up and go do that. And then are they going to need to go and fill out a giveaway form for the
Yes,
the
it'll
purchase?
be
Okay.
open to anybody who's made a purchase during the live and follows us.
Yes, so follow us and make a purchase, and you'll be eligible to win the blush trio for the summer, which is the Golden Goddess bronzer, and our what is this?
Fall Forever.
Fall Forever. Thank you, and the Tahitian. So all 3 of these.
And it doesn't
Tabitha's
matter
giving
what you
Tabitha's
purchase,
giving these away.
as long as it's something during the live. So it could be a brow powder, it could be a brush, whatever.
Yes.
But everybody will be eligible if you made a purchase during the live.
Okay, there you go. All right, so we talked. Go ahead.
Do you ever place Alibi and Quick Fix on a duo?
We
On a
do.
discount.
We don't flash sale them, but we do have a bundle that incorporates both Alibi and Quick Fix, and you save $5 when you buy the 2 of them together. So that's the only discount that we offer for those 2 products because they are best sellers. They sell out all the time, so we just don't flash sale them because we really don't have to. They're worth their weight in gold, but you can save $5 when you buy 2 of them together. And I do like to use both of them together. I like Quick Fix right under my eyes and then a little bit of Alibi on the redness in my cheeks on days when I'm not wearing makeup. So it kind of boosts the under eye look for me, makes me look a little bit brighter, a little bit more awake, and then the Alibi covers a little bit of the redness. And then I'm ready for a little bit of bronzer, blush, lips, gloss, and eyebrows. And then I'm done.
Are the antioxidant refills in the cart? No. We can't
In the cart.
in the shopping cart. We can't put it in stock on TikTok right now because we don't have an exact date they're coming back. And TikTok penalizes us if we don't get a shipment out in 3 days.
Yes, we only have a 3-day turnaround for TikTok orders. TikTok is a very safe place to buy because
strict.
I'm not saying that every vendor out there is. I've definitely made some purchases where my item didn't show up for like 3 or 4 weeks. But I could have gotten my money back if I had wanted it, but they penalize our store if we don't turn it around within 3 days. So, and they have ways of knowing that we've done that. So we can't get around it. So we don't like to put anything in the TikTok shop unless we know that it's going to be shipping out within 3 days. So we're still waiting to find out exactly when that product is going to arrive. And over the weekend is always a little bit of a question mark. We never know if we're going to get a delivery on Saturday. So we're just not going to do it until we know for sure. We've learned our lesson. We had to learn the hard way.
We got in trouble.
We did. We got a little bit in trouble.
We won the giveaway for the siren brush.
Congratulations. You are getting a pink siren brush in tomorrow's mail. This will go out to you tomorrow. So thank you so much for hanging out with us and for listening to our banter and seeing our products on display. So thank you. Okay, we talked about jojoba oil. We talked about royal jelly. The third ingredient that we haven't talked about yet is the Centella asiatica, Sika, Go-To Cola, or Tiger's Grass. It's known by all of those names. Depending on where you buy it from, it's known all over the world as one of the most healing ingredients. And it's fantastic against redness, against inflammation. It's fantastic for people with rosacea and acne and several other issues. But it's called tiger's grass because tigers are known to roll in these leaves after they battle one another. And the rumor is, it's not a rumor, it's a proven fact, that it heals their wounds from battling and it protects their white stripes from the sun. So it has natural sun protection and it is antimicrobial, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory. So it's really good for a lot of purposes, for not just your face, but for medicine in general. It is considered and well regarded around the world. It's just that Americans don't know a lot about it. So tiger's grass is in this product, and it is an early ingredient, meaning that it is definitely in there in a way that is going to make an impact on your skin. So that is why we recommend sometimes that you add a little bit of this to the last 2 steps of your skincare if you need a little bit of extra hydration or you need inflammation reduction, or if you're still producing too much oil or too much acne, adding a little bit of this to the end of your skincare routine. While these are at the beginning of the skincare routine, you can go back and add 1 drop of this at the end and get additional benefits. So this is step 2. This is step 1. Step 1 goes on in 4 or 5 pumps. It's going to melt off your makeup. If you're not wearing makeup, you probably only need 3 pumps. But it's also going to break down the oils that are in pollution, that are in your kitchen, that are in restaurants, and that are naturally occurring on your face. So it's going to break down some of the sebum, and it's going to do that in a way that makes your skin stop producing sebum and producing oil, so that you end up with a better complexion. This stays on your face. The 4 or 5 drops are going to go on. You're not going to wipe it off or rinse it off. All right. It's not soapy at all. It does not have any saponification to it. Then you go in with 4 or 5 pumps of this, an equal amount of this. However much of this you use the same amount of this. Then you go in with this and you go right on top of the oil cleanser. You don't need to mix this with water. You can just go right on top and start to rub that in, and then you rinse 1 time. This is going to eat through a little bit of this while still leaving enough of this behind to benefit your skin and to make your skin feel very supple. And you're not going to get that dry, cracked feeling that your current water-based cleanser gives you. We've been sort of brainwashed into believing that that is what clean skin feels like. And the term squeaky clean just means that you have destroyed your moisture barrier, which is really right where big cosmetics wants you, because then you're eager to put something else on your skin to fix it. You shouldn't have to do that. You should not be destroying your moisture barrier. And I'm not the only person saying this in the skincare industry. There are a lot of people coming out and saying, listen, we've got to be smarter about skincare. All skin needs antioxidants. All skin can benefit from double cleansing, and all skin needs 3 layers of hydration. We don't need a separate regimen for oily skin. We don't need a separate regimen for dry skin. The skin is skin. It all operates the same. And while it can be very different, a lot of the same principles apply. It is the largest organ and part of our immune system, and there are just truths that go across the board. So some of those truths are that all skin benefits from antioxidants, double cleansing, and hydration in 3 layers. So that is the double cleansing duo.
Once you start makeup, we'll go ahead and get that summer collection giveaway live.
Okay, I am almost there. So I'm just going to touch on the hydration trio. If it's a day that you're exfoliating, you'll do this first, then you'll exfoliate, then you'll do the hydration trio. If you're not exfoliating on that day, then you'll just go right from the double cleansing duo to the hydration trio. I recommend that you do this once a day. If you are really acneic or oily, you can benefit from doing this twice a day, but most of us just need to do that once a day. However, the hydration trio, which is a hydrating toner followed by where'd it go? Here it is. Antioxidant cream, which is a moisturizer, followed by the barrier protection oil in these layers. It's a little mini skin flooding situation that you're going to go in here. This I recommend twice a day. So this is going to be your nighttime routine, and it's going to be your morning prep for makeup if you're wearing makeup. If you're not wearing makeup, and you may decide that you don't need to after this, because there are plenty of days where I look in the mirror and love the shine and the sheen that I have on my skin enough that I think I don't really feel like I need to put on makeup today. I can get a lot of confidence out of my skincare. So if you can't say that about your skincare, I encourage you to try. We have a very good return policy. We know that you can't go into a store and try these makeup products or skincare products on the back of your hand or anything like that. And we know that it's a risk to buy. So we have a very generous return policy. We don't put a date on it. We just ask you to communicate with us and let us know how you're doing. If you want some feedback and some troubleshooting, we're happy to give it. If you just say, this isn't working and I want all my money back, and it's been however many days, we're not going to argue with you. We definitely want to have really good customer service so that you feel confident buying from us. knowing that if it doesn't work, that you can get all of your money back. So it's super easy to do. You just email us at info at or customer service at scienceandpretty.com is the best place to email us. We're not going to get back to you as fast if you send us a DM through this app. That is not the way to get customer service.
Yeah, 90% of the time, you can't even find those messages.
Yeah, sometimes those get filtered out and into message requests, or we never see them. Other times it takes 3 or 4 days before we see them. So that is not the best way to reach out to us, or in the comments, because we don't see every comment. So definitely email us, and our email is in our bio. So if you just make sure that you know where to find us, Science and Pretty. You can always figure out how to do the return process by emailing us. That's the best way to go about it. So hydration trio first. This is 3 or 4 pumps of this to thoroughly wet your face. It has calendula, chamomile, cucumber, resveratrol, green tea. It is a VIP list of ingredients that your skin cells want to drink up. They don't want chlorine and fluoride, which is what's in your tap water. So the reason that water doesn't work and this does is because this is super fortified with things that your skin cells are desperate for. Then you're going to go right in on top of that with 1 pump of this, and it goes right on top. At this point, you're going to feel like, is this all gonna get absorbed, or is my face gonna be wet for the next hour? It's all gonna go away within 5 minutes. And then right after that, you're gonna put on a little bit of the barrier protection oil. Let me show you how much I use of this. I usually do a finger length of product, and then I put it between the other finger, and then I put it on. But I just did this a little while ago, so I'm not gonna do it again. I'm just gonna put this oil on my new tattoo. My daughter and I got matching tattoos. It's a koi fish. Hers looks so much prettier than mine because her skin is so youthful and perfect. I feel like mine is like, you can barely even tell what it is until you get really up close, but I still love it. So that's okay. I should have known that hers was gonna look better. All right, so that is the hydration trio, and that brings us up to date on skincare, and we can move on to a makeup demo. And we're gonna fly through this because we have been at this for quite a while, but we definitely wanna get started on our giveaway. So is it starting now?
Yep.
So they go to the orange and pink bag. Okay, so go to the little shopping bag right here. If you have made a purchase and you wanna be entered to win the trio of blushes, summer trio.
The summer of the trio.
The summer of the trio. And it's a bronzer and 2 blushes, but they all work beautifully together. And I think I'll use all 3 of these. I'm gonna use all 3 of them today in my makeup demonstration.
Crystal said, "Oh, hello, you're still here."
Yes, we're still here. Hi, Crystal. Welcome back. Did you just get done with baseball practice? So I am going to start off. Should I use the new products that are coming out on Friday?
You might as well.
I think so. I think I'm gonna show you guys a little sneak peek, because somebody asked earlier, do we have any cool toned products? I would have said before this Friday launch, no, because we stay neutral to warm on almost all of our products, because it just works better for everyone. Nobody ever came to me and said, I want to look cool toned or cold. It's just not rewarded by humans as a healthy look. So it's not something that we usually recommend. But we did come out after many requests with a cool contour and a warmer highlighter for under the eyes. And I'm going to show you what both of those look like. And you can see the difference here is not a lot. They're where these two are dramatically different, these two are not very different. So for those of you that find these very intimidating, we have an option for you. And I do believe that everybody can wear these.
And they're going to be in that bigger bottle, like our regular ones.
Yes, they will be in these, this size, not this size. These are just the samples that we were given. So I'm going to start off with the warmer concealer, and it is, I've been using it for a little while now, and I have found that it is very intense, so I don't need nearly as much of it. The pigmentation of this is hardcore. So I don't need the 5 lines that I usually do with the white concealer. I just need, and we're not underpainting with this. So this is all that I need. I'm going to put this on and go right in with my finger and just rub it out. You can use a brush, but your finger is going to work great.
Do you already have makeup on?
I have no makeup on. I just took my makeup off on camera. So I have nothing on except for lash clusters. So not makeup, but I do have lash clusters on. And I'm going to rub this in underneath my eye over here. It's kind of like Alibi, but a slightly different color and a slightly different feel. So it's a little bit easier to blend, I feel like, than Alibi. We'll have to do a side-by-side comparison of Alibi versus the Warm Concealer because they're definitely different, but it'll be easier for you to see the side-by-side. So now I'm gonna go in with the Cool Contour. I'm still getting used to saying these names. And I'm going to put it...
said that I love the Alibi. She didn't have it before yesterday, huh?
Oh, she didn't? Yeah, she told me. She said she didn't have Alibi. I'm like, how did that happen?
I made her take some home. I'm happy you love it.
Well, look at you being generous.
It was from the return bin.
So you weren't very generous after all. Like
I was generous.
From our return bin. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go in and blend this out. You're going to find that this is going to blend a lot easier. It's not as intense of a color. It also has a few more limitations. So it's not going to do all of the jobs that our dark concealer does. So you can also add and blend a little bit of the dark concealer into this if you want just a little bit more color. I have found that even on my very tan skin, I find that this Cool Contour works beautifully. It's just a different look. So it doesn't really matter what your skin tone is. It's just another option, and you should definitely trust that it's probably going to work just fine for you as long as you don't have an opposition to a cool tone. So it's not so cold that it's giving gray, shadowy zombie flesh. I can't stand ones that look like they're gray. So it's still warm enough that it's going to be great for redheads, gray-haired women, pale blondes who have a hard time, ivory-skinned people who have a very hard time finding things that are not turning orange on them. This is a great option for you because it is, while it is cool, it is not too gray. So there you go. I think this looks great. This is no foundation, but it already looks like I have foundation on. And yeah.
I was also going to say, just for the people who have been like teetering between scared of Tahitian and curious, we have about probably 30 left and we're not reordering. So
oh yeah. Yeah.
This would be the time.
Yeah. Do we even have 30 left? Is there 30 in the bin?
25 up there, and I'm assuming there's at least 5 in the bin.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we probably have. We're on the tail end of Tahitian. We won't be reordering it until next summer. So this is your last chance if you were if you're on the fence. I can't promise, but I can bet. I would put money on the fact that you are probably going to like it. As long as you are sitting down, you have a good lighted mirror, and that's going to give you the ability to really monitor the amount that you put on. You just need the tiniest little amount. So as long as you're not super heavy-handed Hannah, you're going to be fine with the Tahitian. And we've used it on lots of different faces, and it just works beautifully on everybody. Yeah.
Also for the giveaway, there's only 6 people entered. So if you want to try it for free, you could do that by entering the giveaway.
Oh yeah, yes. If you made a purchase.
Yes.
Yes.
It would have to be, yeah.
If you made a purchase, definitely enter the giveaway because then you could win it for free and then you wouldn't have to buy it. So that's a great point.
I was nervous about Tahitian, but it's absolutely gorgeous, Jen said.
Thank you. I love hearing that. It is really, it's been a color that I have been in love with since for like my entire career. I learned about it at the very beginning of my career. I watched a girl put it on and I was like, that is crazy. What made you pick up that color? What made you? But then I saw what it did to her face and I was like, what? how is that possible? And then I tried it, and I've been a fan ever since. It's basically a hot coral.
Do the products have formaldehyde in them? Giorgio Armani blushes contain formaldehyde.
No, formaldehyde is absolutely on our no-no list, and we also do not use any formaldehyde releasing ingredients. Some formaldehyde releasing ingredients are like polyquaternium 14. There's a bunch of different numbers. I'm not sure what they all are, but those are also formaldehyde release. So they're not formaldehyde until you put them on your face, and then they become formaldehyde. Also, in anything that is called perfume or fragrance, there is formaldehyde. You can 99% sure bet on it, because if it wasn't, they would be telling you that it's an essential oil, which is really the only way around giving something a fragrance without using perfume or fragrance. So they are protected from having to dispel what the ingredients are, because they can say that their fragrance is, what's the word? It's like privy to their business. There's a word. Gosh, I'm getting too old to remember all the words. But somebody in the comments will tell me. So they don't have to dispel what is in it because it's private to their operation, so they can get out of having to dispel that. Proprietary. Thank you. Who was that? Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. Can you please come to work for us, or at least show up on a few more lives, because I forget a lot of words.
Lauren said I accidentally used too much of the Tahitian blush and it still looked great.
Thank you, Deanna. Yeah, I mean, you should go too far. You should put on a little too much and see if you could get away with it. I put too much on my lips once, and it was not good. So I definitely reached into the disaster mode and knew that I had to back up a little bit to find perfection, but it looks so good. So I'll use it. I'm going to do the Golden Goddess bronzer right over this. I'm not even going to apply any foundation today, because I don't feel like I really need to. But if I put the Golden Goddess right on top of this cool contour, it warms it up just a little bit and gives that little bit of sheen and glow that I think is just a really good combination. There we go. So there is Golden Goddess. Now right on top of that, I'm going to go in with the Fall Forever, and I'll pull a little bit at that. We have had a few people ask us recently what to do if their product isn't coming off on the brush. And you can see that I have this little divot right here where I put my finger in it and I warmed it up and I removed the kind of skin off the top of the product. When these products are poured, they're at a different temperature. So when they dry, there's usually a little bit of a film on the top that needs to be kind of broken through. And if you use your finger and give it a second and let it sit there so it warms up the product, you can remove it very easily and then just wipe it off. I only did that to a small section in the middle because I don't want to use too much of this. So this is going to help me control how much comes onto my brush. So just a little tip there on the Golden Goddess, I removed a bigger amount. So you can kind of see where that I left a little bit of the edge. So I'm just attacking the middle there. And then when I get to the middle, I'll go back and remove the outside edge and use what's there. But that'll take me a long time. So we're gonna apply a little bit of the Fall Forever, which is really just a rosy brown. It's definitely not as scary as it looks. Neither is Tahitian, because we're only gonna use it in the tiniest amount. I'm just gonna tap a little bit and use it right on the apex of my cheek. And that was even a little bit more than I intended, but that's just gonna give you that little bit of nuance that makes it look like you're truly flushed. So now you've got the Golden Goddess, you've got the Fall Forever, and you've got this little hit of color bouncing right off the top of your cheekbone, making your cheekbones look very powerful, feminizing your face. And then if you add, I like to add a little bit of the Tahitian to my lips, and I've even added it to my eyes. It's kind of tricky to add to your eyes. I've been reluctant to share that because I feel like some of y'all are gonna push that a little too far, but you can put it on your eyes in a very small, like I like to put it like right at the, not in the outside corner, but just off of the center of the apex of the lid. And I feel like that looks really, really pretty. So there we go. Now let's add a little bit of eye makeup to this using all the same blushes. All right. So just using the blushes, I'm going to do all of my eye makeup.
Hi, Linz.
Linz, hello friend. How are you? How was your 4th of July? I'm going to take Golden Goddess. Normally I tell you not to use a shimmer above the crease, but this one has such a gentle pearlescence to it that it's probably going to be fine for most of you. If you have a lot of texture in your eyelid, if you've got kind of those grid marks in your brow bone, it may not work for you. It may enhance that texture. But if you don't, then you should probably be able to get away with using this in your crease and taking it all the way up to the brow bone.
Did you do Golden Goddess all over your cheeks or just the usual bronzer area?
Just the usual bronzer area. So recently I did use Golden Goddess as foundation. Like I put it all over my face and I loved it. I did a video, I think I did a video about that, didn't I? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did. It was amazing. One of you guys mentioned, I've been using Golden Goddess as foundation, and I was like, what? How did I miss that opportunity? But I tried it and I loved it. So yes, that is absolutely an option. Today, I only did it in the areas because we were showing off our new concealer that's coming out on Friday, which is a warm highlight color to put under the eyes, but a slightly different tone than Alibi. So it's still a little bit different. And then we have a cool contour, and I added a little bit of Golden Goddess on top of that just to give it a little bit of warmth. And because I like the sheen of the Golden Goddess, especially in the summertime, I just like the dewy look. So now I'm going to go back in and take a little bit of the Fall Forever and put that on my eyelid. And all the way up into the crease, but not beyond.
Jeannie said, I put Tahitian on my eyes just for the moment. A wee dab and I press it out. It makes the blue eyes pop.
You put Tahitian, where did she say she put it?
On her eyes.
Oh, yes. I'm about to do that. And it really does look great. I've been hesitant to do it very often because I'm afraid some of you are gonna go a little too far with it. But I'm gonna show you what I'm doing.
Is the Science of Pretty
1, 2.
also a powder formulation?
No. The Science of Pretty foundation is only one color and one type. We do have cool and matte powders that can be used as foundation. They have enough coverage in them that if you put the cool one underneath your eyes and you use the warm one in the bronzer areas, it's going to look just like foundation. So you can use these instead, but it's not a replacement for this. We recommend, this has zinc in it. It has the potential to give you lots of different layers of coverage. You can add a little bit of moisturizer to it to get kind of a BB cream or CC cream look. And you can add more layers on top of it to get a full coverage look.
Deanna won the
Deanna, that's what she gets for knowing the word that we were looking for, proprietary. So there you go. You are a proprietary owner of the Summer Trio. Congratulations, Deanna. And thank you so much for helping us out on that word. It takes a village, especially when you're in menopause and your brain, you can feel your brain, what's left of your brain after you fed it to your children. Because I have a theory that breast milk is actually made up of brain matter and that we just feed our brains to our children, because I was really smart before I had kids.
Jade said,
it's really smart.
Powder or liquid foundation? Sorry, I missed what you said.
So neither. It's a cream and wax formula. This is our foundation. Currently, we do have one coming out in the fall that is a liquid, but right now our foundation is a cream, and the powders can be used as foundation, but they are not necessarily intended to be foundation. They're intended to set the foundation with our light and dark concealers. So you set the areas where you highlight with powder, and you set the areas where you contour with the dark powder. So you need both of them to set. Now, that's if you want ultimate durability. What I did today, I used the new concealers to put the foundation, or what I'm using as foundation. It's not foundation, it's just highlight and contour. But that is the only, I didn't add any foundation on top of it. And I also did not add any powder on top of it. I also know that it's durable enough for what I'm facing throughout the rest of the day, which is watching Love Island and making dinner. So I don't have a lot going on. If I knew that I needed to be rock solid for 12 hours, I would have set this with powder. So it's kind of, there is a lot of flexibility here. And a lot of these questions are questions that kind of mean that you guys tend to think of makeup as a one-trick pony. Like if it's a foundation, then it's just a foundation. If it is a highlight, then it only highlights. But our makeup is very transitional. A lot of our products can do more than one job. Like I just used this as a bronzer. You can use it as a blush. You can use it as a highlighter. You can use it as an eyeshadow. It has 4 different jobs that it can do. This is also a blush, but we just put it on our eyes. This is also a blush, but we put it on our lips and on our eyes a little bit. So, and yes, it does look great. It just gave me that little bit of kind of tangerine brightness that makes my eyes really look a little bit more blue, because the opposite side of the color wheel from blue is orange. And so anything in the coral family is going to be great on blue eyes. Also, anything in the yellow family is great on blue eyes. So
Sabrina said, hi, sorry, joined late. What are the new concealers?
they are coming out on Friday, and they are a warm concealer. So an under eye concealer that is very different from our light concealer. So I'll show you the difference there. There's quite a bit of difference. This one can be worn all by itself. This one cannot be worn all by itself. This one is intended to adjust other products or to be used as an underpainting. And it also has a lot of other...
Is it going to be in a bundle?
Yes, we will have a bundle. We'll have a bundle for all 4 items that are coming out. We also have a setting spray coming out. And then I haven't shown you yet, but we have a clear gloss coming out. The other one that we have coming out is the Cool Contour. So this is very different from our current contour color or liquid bronzer or dark concealer, whatever you want to call it. It has a lot of jobs, but it's an adjuster.
We also need to decide on a time for Friday.
Oh, yes, we do. Should we just do our 6 o'clock?
Yeah, let me see. Oh, you know what? I volunteered for Junior Jags. And that's at 6 o'clock.
Aren't you generous all of a sudden?
I know. But it's Milty's fault. Milty's the co-president all of a sudden.
Oh, this is part of her sucking you into that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to call her.
Yeah, call her.
I'd be like, excuse me, ma'am, you're affecting my business.
What time is everybody available on Friday?
Yeah, what time are you guys open? Maybe we'll be doing this at 2 o'clock on Friday.
I don't know.
I mean, we can. I mean,
can
it's...
always just drop off all my donations and then come over here and make Milty take them. We could do that too.
Could we do it later, like at 7?
Probably. I don't see why that would be an issue.
Like that would give you a little bit of
I could just go over
time.
there, drop everything off and come over here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We can talk about it between now and then. We've got tomorrow to discuss it, but we can analyze how the 2 o'clock time has worked for us and see. It seems like all of our normal people are here.
Yeah.
So we should be good. Is Sarah here?
No.
Okay.
No Sarah yet.
And y'all be praying for Teresa. If you are part of our crew and you know, Teresa was like our mascot for the longest time, and she is having some health concerns. So it's not my job to talk about her issues, but she's in my thoughts and my prayers, and really hoping for some good news from her soon. So she's not been with us recently, but hopefully she'll be back soon.
Are we going to be flashing the refills for skincare?
On Friday?
Probably not. No, we won't be on Friday because we won't be able to put them in stock on TikTok. Unless we have a date that's magical.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we still haven't heard from them when those are gonna ship. We just placed the order, so that's all we've done is place the order. So now we have to wait for them to check all their raw materials and determine if they have to order anything in. That's gonna push it back. If they have everything, then it could happen super fast. But we ordered pretty much everything except for step 2 because we already had that on coming. Did we only order 50 of step 2?
We ordered 100.
Okay, good.
That was the first thing I checked on.
I know, like that. Then we're gonna run out of this one.
Sold out of all of the refills. I believe we still
except for
have
step 5. We have step 5 available, but we do not have any of the other ones right now, except step 2. Step 2 is available on our site in bio, just not on this
pre-order.
platform for pre-order. So it will ship out in a week to 2 weeks, probably the sooner, because I think it shipped today, right? Didn't they ship it today?
No, it ships
tomorrow. Okay, yeah. So we'll have that pretty soon, and we'll be able to get that turned around. So we said 1 to 2 weeks. It's a pre-order, but it will probably be pretty soon. So yes, we're kind of limited on that. It's happening a lot faster than we thought it was. We thought it was going to be like late August before we had all of the skincare refill packs available again. So we redid some numbers, we reran some things, and we figured out we could probably make this happen right now because we know you guys are dying for those refill packs. So, and we want to have all of them available to you, and for you guys to not think that like you have to be lightning fast in order to get them. Like in the future, we will have the ordering under control based off of you guys' response, your responses to this, and then we will know how to order. We just had no idea that you guys were this excited to spend that much money. So we just were really shy about ordering too many because we didn't want to be stuck with them. So we just didn't know. Now we know. You guys are voracious and you are very committed. We are so grateful. So they are coming, and we'll get it right in the future so that we continue to have it in stock. Like we've done, for those of you that have been following us, like we've not had out of stock items in quite a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I mean, it's been a hot minute since we've been like, oh, that's out of stock. This is out of stock. I mean, there was a while there where all skincare was out of stock. We didn't have any skincare. All we could sell was makeup, and we would cry ourselves to sleep, and then Tabitha would pat my head and say, as soon as skincare comes back, it'll be better. It'll be better.
Patty says we have anxiety about running out.
I know. We do too.
We do too.
We do too. Because when we run out, we're not making any money. So every time we're out of stock on something, it's a big deal. All right, let's move on to, I'm going to show you guys while we're, this is not going to be available soon, okay? So don't get your hopes up, but I am going to show you the new brow product that we have coming in.
Oh, this is just torture. I
know. And I'm going to show them both colors because we have 2 colors. We have a blonde and a brunette eyebrow gel with color. So it's a 1-step brow option, and it's clean. It's totally clean. And we're waiting for the containers. It's probably not going to be launched until late fall or early fall, maybe December.
They said mid to late August is when the containers would be in.
And then they have to fill it. So it could be, it'll be fall, possibly a late fall edition, kind of like we're having a late summer launch here. This will maybe be a late fall launch, but I'm really excited because you guys know how much I love this, but it's not clean. And it's 2 steps. Like if you can reduce it, great. If you are having to give anything up, then it's better to do it in layers. But for those of you with thicker eyebrows than mine, this is going to be a great option. This will probably still be a better option for me because I have to build my brow. But for those of you who are who already have decent brows, you just need a little bit of hold, this is going to be a beautiful option. So
I would say I have nothing on my brows, and I have thick brows if you want to use my face.
Oh, well, let me see how we do with this.
Them up.
You did?
I did.
Really? Did you use a flamingo feather razor?
No, I waxed them.
So,
I was at the salon and I was waiting on someone and I was like, ooh, wax.
So this is going to hold them in an upright position. It's not as strong of a hold as...
Champagne Vixen said, please don't get rid of the brow pencil.
Oh, no, we're not getting rid of the brow. The brow pencil is my second favorite product that we have. Like, it's the Cool Matte Powder and the brow pencil. If I had to have 2 items on a desert island, it would be those 2. So no, we're not getting rid of either one of those. We're just adding another option. So I'm going to take, this one is still in a sample container. So I'm going to have to take this one, and one of the great things about this product is the brush on it. It's a really effective brush. So this one's not going to do as great. I'm going to just try to pull this. You can see the product is just on the spoolie, but I wanted to show you the color difference. And then I've also used both of them together, and they look great together. So you can see one is blonde, one is brunette. This is going to meet everybody's needs. If you have very low maintenance brows, like for me, this is not quite enough structure. I like for my brows to have a little bit more definition to them. But for those of you that are just looking for like that quick tune up, and you want your brows to go in an upward motion and stay in an upward motion for all the benefits that that offers, it's going to give you exactly what you are hoping for. So both of them look great on me. I have light pale blonde hair, pale lashes, pale brow hairs, sorry, and pale lashes, but I can get away with wearing either one of these. One's just a little bit darker, one is a little bit blonder, and then if I go in and add both, you get a little bit more dimension and a little bit more hold the more that you add. So there is that option as well. Yeah, that's even better. Like now I got back a little bit of that structure actually that I was just thinking I needed a pencil to fill in, but I got back that shape that I like. So maybe just both of these will replace the need for a not clean product. But yeah, we're excited about this. So I just wanted to do this before I moved on to the lip gloss that is coming on Friday. A little bit of a delay to keep you guys at the edge of your seat. Going to wipe this off before I end up regretting and using this like in some fashion that I have forgotten that I have brow gel all in my spoolie. Okay, there we go. Oh, now it's fuzzy. All right, the clear gloss. I have been waiting for this my whole life. Not my whole life, really, just a very long time. And we didn't even know that our manufacturer had it until we took that trip up there and we like pirated their sample room. I mean, we took over. Like we ended up stealing things from them that we weren't supposed to take, and they were like, "Can we have that back, please?" And we're like, "What? What do you mean? I thought we could take whatever we wanted." We were stealing other people's samples, other customers of theirs. Tabitha stole some lipstick that's coming out in the fall. It was a hot mess. I mean, we were having a free for all, but turns out they had a clear gloss. Yeah.
Stephanie was like, "You probably shouldn't steal that from our manufacturer." And then I look at her purse and she's got like 20 things. I'm like, bro. I took one.
What? Did I really?
Yeah. Well, then you took the...
I think she told me I could take those. I think she said we can replace all the samples that you took, except that we took a few samples that weren't actually they were like
STD gloss, and they're like, yeah, that was ours.
Yeah, and then the shimmer shadows that we stole, they were like, yeah, we need those back too, please.
Mary said put those in our bag. And
she
did.
did.
Just take them.
She did, and then she asked for them back. So anyway, it was a free for all. We had a really good time. It was so beneficial, but we found out they have had a clear gloss this whole time. It just doesn't look clear. So this is what it looks like. And it's because of the shimmer that's in it. It has the shimmer has color to it, but there is no color to this. It's just the shimmer. So you're going to see when I put it on, I'm not going to put any lip liner on or anything else, just so you can see that it is totally clear. And it has that same viscosity as the rest of our lip glosses, and it has the same shimmer quality because that is what you're seeing is the color that's in here, but it is very clear. You're not getting any color out of this. Are you so excited? I am so excited for this. I have been waiting for this because I hate other lip glosses. They suck. They just don't stay on. And when I want a clear gloss on a day where I'm not wearing any other makeup, I just want gloss in my lashes and a hat, and that's it. this is what I need so that I don't have to continue to reapply. Yep, go ahead.
Nothing.
Nothing? You have nothing to say.
I have nothing.
You have nothing. We have another gloss coming out in the fall. Should we tell them the name of the fall?
She's gorgeous.
Thank you. I'm so excited for y'all to try it. It's, I don't know.
Yes, tell them the name.
Okay.
It's called the Tabitha. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that...
if you know, you know.
Yes. If you know, you know. But we just were asked to name all of our fall products so that our manufacturer could give them a name. And we came up... Well, should we tell them what we used to come up with it, or should we claim credit for it?
No,
we used AI. Tabitha used AI, and like, what did you tell AI? You said, "Give me the name of some lipsticks that are sciencey and fall."
Yes.
And it was coming up with like the most awful, like I can't remember any of them off the top of my head, but they were all like, no. Like apple neutron. Like that's not a makeup color. That's just awful. But we found one that we really liked, and so we named all of our mauve products Smoked Berry. So I'm curious to get y'all's response to that. But we have Smoked Berry lip liner, lipstick, an actual lipstick, a lip gloss, and a blush that are all going to be smoked berry. So we will definitely have a smoked berry bundle. There will be 3 lip products and a blush, which also, of course, the blush is going to be great on the eyes. And we're very excited about our smoked berry because that just sounds culinary to me. Like, it sounds like something I want to try. Like, I want to try a smoked berry cobbler. I should come up with a smoked berry cobbler, and we should.
Nancy, in case you don't know, SATX Blondes is me. You can just DM me and I'll get you fixed up. I'll get you a link. She was having a problem finding antioxidant cream.
Oh,
but
okay.
Her email's not working, so I just told her to message my personal page.
Okay.
Patty said it's going to be the Tabitha to me.
Yes, it will be. I mean, Tabitha flipped over this lip liner, lipstick, and the gloss combo. Like, she was like, I will never not have this. Like, this is so perfect.
Put it on every day.
Yeah, it does look.
Someone lost it.
I found it. I didn't lose it. And didn't they give you one of your own? Didn't Elsie go and steal one for you?
No, I just have the lip liner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I will give you the lipstick.
We need to use it to...
Yeah, I mean, when we launch it. Yeah, that's coming in the fall, which will be launched in August. So hopefully August 15th, like, that's our loose launch date. Don't hold us to that, but hopefully by mid-August, we will be able to launch the fall line. Maybe, I mean, potentially even earlier, because a lot of these products already existed. Like, we're not having to go back to the drawing board on them.
Jen said you should put the smoked berry lip on.
Okay, the lipstick?
All of it.
Oh, so it's like take this off? Okay.
The liner, the lipstick, and the gloss.
Okay, so I just took that gloss off. Let me see if I can find the liner. This is it. And this is the lipstick. And this is the lip gloss. Okay. I will show you. Oh, do y'all want to see the blush too? I'll have to put it on over what I have. So the entire smoked berry coming up. This is fun. All right, I'm going to start with the cheek color. Do you see that it's a little bit more mauve? It's pretty pink, but a little bit darker than our spring color. And super, super natural mauve. Like, a lot of times...
Berry lip is coming, Patty. It's going to be winter?
Mary's lip, yes, that is coming in the winter. We have a really great lineup for Christmas winter collection. Like, oh, I can't wait. Like, I'm just so excited that we have all this lined up, because if y'all know, Patty knows, Linz knows that, like, in the past we have been way behind the 8 ball. Like, the spring was already springing, and we hadn't launched yet. So we are doing this way in advance. We have kind of things lined up, and our manufacturer is a lot happier with us, and we're a lot happier knowing what's coming up. so that we're not behind the 8 ball. All right, so this is the liner. And typically I do not ever buy anything that is mauve. Like it's just a color that I have hated ever since the 80s when mauve and hunter green were popular in design and decor in the home, and I hated it then and I hate it now. Like that's just what I think of when I think of mauve, is like 80s decor. This is not that. This is very wearable mauve. So that is the liner. You can see it's kind of a mix between our fall liner and maybe our spring liner. But this is the lipstick. Look how pretty that is. Just compare the difference between, I'm going to zoom in, between my upper lip and this lip. So this is giving me that line. If you wanted to blend this in, if that's too much for you, you can. I kind of like the line. Then I'm going to apply this over the top. I will say that even without lip liner, this lipstick goes on. Huh?
You need to refocus it. It's
okay.
blurry.
Okay, sorry.
There, now go back in.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Even without the lip liner, this goes on beautifully. So if you just want a simple lipstick that you can apply without having to do 3 steps or having to line it, it goes on beautifully. It's also very long lasting. The formula is it's not slippery. It's not thick and chalky. It's kind of a perfect mix in between the two, so that when you put it on, you feel like it reminds you that it's there. So you're not going to do you don't have to do any of that. It's not loose, but it's also not going anywhere. It's not budging. So I was really, really impressed with the formula. I have held off on having a lipstick at all because I just feel like it's always been my philosophy to use a lip liner and a lip gloss to get a prettier look out of the lips, and that lipsticks are just not necessary. They don't last as long. They soak into the lips. They get eaten up by your skin, and they just aren't as effective as a gloss that will sit on top and a waxy pencil that will sit on top. But of course, our manufacturer has already figured that out, and this is just not at all what I expected. So I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys will be too. This is the gloss. So this is the smoked berry gloss. And I'm going to show you the difference between this and the current gloss that we have. So our Protractor gloss, they are similar, and all of our products are always going to be similar. Like we're not ever going to come out with a lavender lip gloss. So that's not happening. But we will keep everything in the neutral range with a little bit of variation to continue to give you options. So this is the color of our Protractor, and this is the color of...
What are you wearing on your eyes?
This is Golden Goddess in the crease, stretched up to the brow bone, with all 3 blushes, all 3 of the summer blushes. Then on my lid, I put the Fall Forever, and then I added a little bit of Tahitian right on to the apex of the corner of my eye and stretched it just a tiny bit this way. So just a little bit of that hot coral right there. And honestly, that's what you're seeing that you're loving, is that hot coral is making my eyes look really intense. And all, like, it's no shadows at all. It's all just the 3 summer blushes. So we just kind of did a whole look without any foundation. I just used our launch that's coming up on Friday underneath my eyes, our new warm concealer, our new cool contour, and then I put the Golden Goddess blush or bronzer over the top of the contour, and then I added the summer blushes, Fall Forever and Tahitian right on top of that. So this is the difference between the two. So this one has more peachy undertones, and this one has more pinky undertones with a little bit of a hint of a blue shimmer as opposed to the gold shimmer that's in this. All right, so the shimmers are a little bit different, and I will show you this on, let's see if I can find a bare spot on my wrist. This is the Protractor, which is a little bit more sheer than the smoked berry gloss that is coming out. So this is smoked berry. It's just gonna have a little bit more pigment to it and a different sheen. So where this one is a little bit more transparent, this one has a little bit more pigment, this one has a little bit more peachy and gold aspects to it, and this one is a little bit more pink, and the shimmer it leans blue. It's not blue, it just has that undertone to it. So the shimmer is just different. But that is the difference between the two. So they're similar, but clearly Tabitha has never been in love with Protractor the way that she is in love with this one. So I think they can all be worn all by themselves. You could do just the lip liner with this lip gloss. You could do this lip liner with our original gloss. You could do this lip liner with our spring gloss. They are all going to work beautifully together, but this is the smoked berry look, which I think smoked berry is like it's a really good term for what is going on here, because there is somehow a little bit of smokiness to this. Like it's not mauve in the chintz way that my grandma's sofa was. But it is also not super berry. Like it's smoked berry. That was perfect. AI somehow knew exactly what to call it. All right, our fourth product that is coming out on Friday is our setting spray. And this is something you guys have been waiting for quite some time. We're very excited to have it available so soon because I didn't even really think this was going to be on our radar to make this happen as soon as it did. But when we went to visit our manufacturer, we tried another product. We made a few adjustments, or we asked for a few adjustments, and they sent us a sample. And the very first time I got it, I sprayed it on and I slept in my makeup. And you guys know I sleep in my makeup almost all the time, so that's not the big deal. It was that it literally looked flawless the next day. Like when I woke up, I was like, what happened? And it is not a heavy setting spray that has a lot of alcohol to it. It does have some alcohol in it. It's like a soft hold hairspray where you're still gonna have some flexibility to your skin. If you touch your skin, if you rub across your skin, you can still get some makeup off. It's not gonna like set your makeup in stone. It's going to give it an extra layer of durability and an extra layer of sheen and hydration that is going to replace what powders might take away. So it's going to give you, by the way, the spritz is magical. Like it is so fine. It feels fantastic. It's going to give you back a little bit of glow. And then as it dries down, it's just going to give you an extra bit of hold. So it is super flexible. Not going to dry out your skin. It's just going to dry up your makeup enough to give it a little bit more durability and still give you that little bit of shine and hydration back so that your skin looks dewy and moist, which is what a good setting spray should do. It should make you look hydrated, not greasy, not oily. It should not feel crusty. It should not make you feel like your face is cracking when you smile because there's so much alcohol in it. And this is what I feel like everybody loves about this particular setting spray, is that it is also very similar.
The price point is going to be on all these goodies.
The price point will be similar to the other lip gloss that we have, or lip glosses that we have, the other lip liners that we have, the other, none of it is going to be vastly different. Tabitha will do I don't think we've gotten pricing from them, have we?
No, I don't think so, but I'm almost positive it's going to be the same. Usually those don't fluctuate.
Yeah, if it's different, it'll be by maybe $1 or $2, depending on ingredients, but it'll be very similar to everything else. The setting spray is kind of a question mark to us right now. We have no idea. We have no idea. They haven't gotten back to us on that. We've ordered it. So we should know, but we don't because we're so excited to get it that we just ordered it without even knowing what their price is. So as soon as they give us our, did we get the invoice today?
No, not for that.
Is it on our sales order?
I don't know.
Maybe we just overlooked it.
Probably.
I mean, that's a good question. How much is setting spray gonna be? We've already ordered it. I mean, we have no idea what we're paying for it, but you can be assured that you're going to be paying more for it than we did. That's how this business works. But we, I don't know. I just assumed it would.
I don't think
I assumed it would be similar to our hydrating toner, but maybe a little less expensive because
I'm trying to think, what did we order with it?
we ordered all of the other fall items.
Not the fall, the other one.
Oh, sorry, the late summer. Yeah, so the 2 concealers and the lip gloss.
I'm trying to look through all these.
Yeah, let's look back through all those orders. All right, so yes, we did a full face of using our new launches that are coming out on Friday, which I'm very excited about. And then we have a late, or not early, it's just a fall lineup launch coming in August. So you're getting something new from us in July, and then we're going to turn around and do it again in August, which should keep a lot of you very happy because you guys seem to really like when we come out with new stuff, and we really like it because it keeps my content fresh and me challenged and doing more. When I feel like I just have to repeat the same videos over and over again, it gets a little exhausting. So we're happy to be coming out with new things and happy that you guys are so receptive to new items because we are a small company and we still don't have nearly as many products as most makeup companies launch with. Most makeup companies launch with 10 different foundations, 10 different concealers, 10 different lip liners. They're going to do lots of that to make it seem like they're very inclusive. We are intentionally doing the opposite because we want you to know that makeup does not have to be that complicated. It does not mean that we don't care about people who are fair or darker complected. It just means that in my 25-year career, I was able to service all of those people with a very limited amount of products. So I would get to a makeup job next to another makeup artist and they're pulling out literally 300 products and stacking them on their table. And I've got my same 35 products. And at the end of the day, inevitably, somebody's coming to me from that other.
That's theirs.
That's their. Okay. So this will
Probably
be in the $25 to $30 range. It will be very affordable. And it has some fantastic ingredients that are really good for your skin as well. So and that's what's going to give you that hydrating element so that it's not just a drying effect. Setting sprays that are just a drying effect they're just missing an opportunity to be better than that. So I forgot what I was saying before that, but I think we are going to say good night and we're going to be back on Friday. We have no idea what time yet. We're still going to Indian leg wrestle over that after this. I don't know. It depends on what we come up with, but we will let y'all know. We will have an announcement and we will do our launch and we'll do some flash sales on the new collection. We'll have bundles. We'll have mini bundles. We'll have hopefully some maybe we'll be able to flash sale the step 2 refill packs, maybe. So if you want to hang on for that.
New concealer with Cool Matte?
I did not. And here's why. You don't have to set cream and wax products. They're already pretty durable. They're about as durable as silicone products are all by themselves. It's when you add the powders on top that they become super durable. And then when you add a setting spray on top of that, they become even more durable. So I often wear no powder with the concealers, setting spray, foundation, concealers, without the powders. If I know that I don't need 12-hour wear. And if I want to look a little bit more dewy instead of having that mattified effect. So there you go. And I know for some of y'all that makes you feel confused. Like, do I have to use the powders? Do I not have to use the powders? And I want to free you up from pigeonholing yourself into any one makeup product being a necessity. Everything is flexible. Everything can go on top of one another. Everything can
sexy.
Yes, flexy is sexy. That's what we say around here. So there are options. You don't have to use it. I could have very easily put on the powder. And here, I'll do it right before we say goodnight here. I will show you if I was going to add a little bit. Let's say somebody came in and said, hey, we're going to go do XYZ. Come with us. And I'm like, okay, I need this to be a little bit more durable. I would probably take just a little bit of setting powder on a brush instead of the sponge, because the little finger puff is going to give me more intensity. I don't really want more intensity. I just want a little bit more hold. So I would add a little bit of the Cool Matte to that. And if you wanted this, obviously it boosted the brightness a lot. I mean, it may just look better. I don't know. Maybe I'm just lazy and sometimes I don't do it. And I'm telling myself that it's because of another reason. I'm going to use our new Dome blender brush. We are getting these because we found out that we do have stock. So I'm just putting this right over the blush. It's going to diminish the sheen on my blush, but that's okay. It's still there because the powder has sheen also. So yeah, I mean, there you go. You can add it, you cannot add it. It just depends on how long you need it to last. And then I could go back in and add the setting spray on top of that. And that's gonna give me back the glow that I just like instantly. You can see the glow comes back from the powder where the powder mattified. The setting spray is going to bring you back to glowing. So there you go. Yay, this was so fun. I did not expect to do this tonight. I thought I was going to be doing my regular live, and it was really fun to do my mom. If you missed out, my mom was here earlier and we did her skincare and makeup. And we'll make a video out of that eventually. So you'll be able to go back and watch that if you missed it. But her aged skin is very different from mine. And she looked fantastic in all of our products and absolutely glowing and beautiful. So I hope we proved to anybody who thinks, yeah, but I have wrinkles, so this might not work for me. Sorry, you're not getting off the hook that easily. It works for everyone. You just have to be able to work it, which means you have to make some commitments to yourself.
If you did miss it, the full video of everything tonight will be on YouTube probably tomorrow.
You sure you want to commit to that after
Maybe Friday.
your 8-hour upload time the other day?
Literally took 8 hours to
Maybe
upload.
Friday.
Maybe Friday.
We're still figuring out how to do those long format videos in a way that does not cost Tabitha her sanity.
But we're also gonna trim it down and put some snippets on TikTok,
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes, we will, for sure. So, all right, we will see you guys on Friday. We'll let you know when. We'll put it in our stories. We'll make an announcement somewhere what time we're going to be doing the launch on Friday. But stick around, save your pennies, don't go out to eat, don't buy any Starbucks, don't go shopping, save your money for Science of Pretty on Friday for our new launch, and we will see you guys then. Take care.